Oops, no. Sorry, I hope I didn't post the poll. Sorry, I'm going too quickly and I messed up the poll, so I gotta redo it. I see people here. Give me 1 sec to see you. The poll, oh God, the poll window always blocks my view. Come on, command bar. All right, Rated Frog is first. I see Rich is here, Happy Life, HO3N. I refreshed about 200 times. I saw your comment, that's very sweet. Hope you're doing well, everybody. Gang is back, yes, hello. Love it. Yes, everybody say hi to each other while I get this trivia question in here. Guess my favorite Meryl Streep movie. Okay, there we go. Bill Clinton's sons, hello, and Kaylin is here. Rated Frog is saying 10K this week. I wouldn't hold my breath for 10K this week, but I definitely think 10K could happen. I'm gonna say like August. I really think, based on numbers, it will happen next month. All right, 1 sec, guys. Me versus the keyboard. I see your comments coming in, don't worry. Yabba Dabba Doo is here, Jay is here, Ben the Goat, hello. The kid who asked for advice because I was scared. I was gonna just look up something really quickly. Okay. 1 sec, I'm almost done with this trivia question. All right, Kramer versus Kramer. Boom, there you go. Poll question is Miss Meryl Streep, the goat of acting. Acting royalty. Alrighty. Rated Frog said I'll pray for you. Is that to get the 10K subs? Oh man. All right, Ben the Goat, yep, saw you. Jay, much love and respect, good to see you. Gotta get these earrings in. I feel like my phone stand might be a little low, maybe not. Heyo Tilali is here. Whew, guys, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna be chopping an onion and sauteing it tonight. Exciting stuff, right? So, first though, I gotta get my pan cleaned off. I've got some dishes I gotta do over here. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Cassidy is here, amazing. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you had a great Wednesday. This week is flying. I don't know about you, but I'm like, geez, coming off of the 4th of July weekend, it's just like time is speeding past. Let's see, Rated Frog says, ain't seen any, so I'll guess, LOL. That sounds about right, because I think, I don't know the age cutoffs anymore, but I would guess you're a Gen Alpha, Rated Frog, that or you're at the very end of the Gen Zs, and I wouldn't expect Gen Zs to watch like any of these movies that I put in the poll. I feel like they're very millennial movies. Millennial, Gen X, Boomer, anything but like the kids these days. The Goofy Man is here. Heyo said hi. Okay, let me get my lovely saucepan all rinsed off here. I see Safe Safi said hello. Good to see you. Having a good day. Safe. Maybe it's safe. Having a great Wednesday. Went very fast. The weeks are feeling fast these days, guys. How was work today? Work honestly was really nice. I love the days where you're busy, but you're not stressed. Like you're not racing to get stuff done. And that was today. So yeah, I'm happy with what I got done today. It was productive. I also feel like when you have busy days at work, it makes the day not drag on and on and on. So it was a good day. How about you, Saif? Oh no, that was Jay who asked that. All right, let me just get some stuff out of here. Looking good. So this is what I'm gonna saute my onion in. I'm gonna be sauteing onion and then just putting it on veggie burgers. So actually, let me turn this back and I'm gonna start chopping. Ooh. Jeez, let me move this phone stand closer. Oh gosh, okay. Toby is here. Kaylin, unfortunately I had to throw away my earrings. I had an allergic reaction to the nickel, so I can only wear nickel free. That's like my sister. My sister has a nickel allergy and she has bought things before. It's really frustrating for her where they say nickel free and clearly based on her allergic reaction, it was not nickel free. So she's had allergic reactions, I know, to like bracelets and I think watches maybe, because she gets like rashes whenever there's nickel. I don't know about earrings, maybe she's had an allergic reaction, but yeah, my sister has had some frustrations with jewelry that is allegedly nickel free, but it actually wasn't. Yabba dabba doo. Oh, that's a stinker quiz tonight. Seen all of them, so voted for the one I liked the most. What are people saying? I'm curious. Mamma Mia has the most votes right now. Ooh, it's jumping though. So it's Mamma Mia, then The Devil Wears Prada, then Into the Woods, then Kramer versus Kramer. Solid. Ephraim is here. Hi, Ephraim. Janelis Cabrera, Andrew. I do a lot of vegan food content on my channel, but I've been mixing it up a lot lately. I've been doing brand collaborations. I just got this lovely stainless steel saucepan. I've also done some travel vlogs. I was out in Washington, D.C. and Annapolis, Maryland back in May. And yeah, just other stuff. Kelly the writer is here. Love that username. Toby's asking what's for dinner. So I'm going to be sauteing onion and then putting it on top of veggie burgers, which I already prepared. Thank you, Rich, for the members emojis. Hi, Hudson Locke. Andrew says, oh, okay. Let's see, we got Fasung Bakam from Queens, New York. Hello, I think I've been to Queens before. All right, so here's my onion. Not gonna lie, I might need to have like a little eating break. I just got home and I'm starving. So I might just eat a little bit of this. Let's see. Can you make a vegan protein bar? I've never tried making a protein bar, but I love that idea. I'm big on getting a lot of protein. Hi, Jessie. Let's see, Junebug is here. Oh my gosh, Gianna! Oh my gosh, whoa. Coming in hot, Gianna, forever. Oh my goodness. Wow. Amazing. That is very sweet of you. So, fun fact, when you cut onions and you're wearing contact lenses, this has been my experience my whole life since I started wearing glasses and contact lenses, my eyes are not, they are not affected by the onion, whatever you want to call them, onion fumes or whatever. So I don't have any eye irritation when I cut onions with contact lenses on my eyes. It's like the contact lenses just block out everything. But I appreciate the concern, Gianna Forever. I certainly did, Andrew. Gianna Forever is a long time member of the channel and supporter of the channel. So yes, that was an epic super chat from Gianna Forever. Thank you so much. I see Gronin Gen FC. Uyanda is here. Jenna said hi. Hyra Rose said hi. Verified YouTuber. Always cool to see those. Rated Frog says, Hannah, when you cut onions, Gordon says, keep the root on, then you won't cry. Does he actually say that? I've never heard him say that before. Doja Cat, yep, I get that a lot. Ooh, Brian, the highly sensitive healer. Yes, Meryl Streep is the GOAT. I think I have seen August Osage County. I think, isn't Julia Roberts in that one too? I just remember it's like I think it's a dysfunctional family movie is the premise. We've got Uyanda. Rated Frog says, LOL, yes, I'll send you the link to the video. I love that, yes. Comment under any of my videos and I will always watch Gordon because he's such a fave. Hi, Reginald Williams. Oh my goodness, good to see you as well. I'm gonna be chopping up an onion here momentarily. On a scale from 1 to 10. Okay. Let's see. Ryan says, yes, it's amazing. Rekka Rex, hello. Where are the collaboration videos? Go to my channel. I don't know if you've been on my channel, but let me read off to you the collaboration videos I've been doing. So, just 2 days ago, I published a video with this stainless steel saucepan that was sent to me by LaBoff. It's a cookware company. That's the logo. Maybe it's a little hard to see. Yeah, but it's like right there. So this was a brand collaboration. I had a jewelry necklace collaboration. I had a reverse osmosis water filter collaboration I published on June 9th. Oh my goodness. And I've got this company actually, I was emailing with them last night, LaBoff, because I think they're based overseas somewhere. So I always get emails from them like nighttime for me. And they agreed to send me a saute skillet. So I'm gonna have a second, like part 2 collaboration with this lovely LaBoff company. And I am really wanting like all stainless steel, no toxic chemical, like non-stick BS cookware in my kitchen. So second LaBoff collab coming up soon. Keep an eye out for that. God, I'm kind of backlogged. It's a good problem to have, but yes, there are many yet to come. Okay, B Rabbit is here. Brian says, I never know which ones to trust. Says, okay, that was Brian. Mr. Juan said hello. Dragon D, hello, member. What was your favorite collab of them or you've ever done? Oh, this is so hard. They've all been fun. Oh my God, I'd have to scroll back and look. Let me do a quick scan back through. Milk frother was great. Wall frames, plant stand. Oh, I don't know. That's a really good question. It's probably, I don't know, I love my reverse osmosis water filter. I use that every single day. I also, the jewelry collab, like getting a nice, beautiful necklace. I think it's between the water filter and the necklace collab from, I think, the last month. The knives, oh, wait, Cassidy, I think you're right. Hold on. Yes. I completely forgot about these. I actually think it's these. I would say this is the coolest product I've ever gotten for a brand collab. It's a 17-piece knife set. So the block is metallic. Not metallic, magnetic. That's what I meant to say, magnetic. So they stick onto the sides, and then there's a bunch of steak knives and some paring knives up here. And then, actually, I'm gonna be using one of these knives to cut the onion. I think I'm gonna use this one. But yeah, actually, I take back what I said. This is my favorite one because it's just such a statement piece in my kitchen. I'm very proud to be a knife block owner because of this collab. All right, back to business. Gute Kowalski. I definitely don't discuss such matters on here. I keep my content pretty PG rated. Okay, I know I'm behind on comments. I apologize. We've got Uyanda Hog is here. Awesome. Good to see you. Awesome. B Rabbit is changing their name. Rated Frog says, Hannah, who's your best friend and longest friend? I mean, I would say my best friend is my sister because it's like we're as close to genetic twins / clones as it gets. We're just very similar people. We were raised very close together. We had the same room. We grew up in the same, like with a bunk bed from ages like, or cribs, you know what I mean? Like from age 0 through 18. So I'd say my sister is my best friend. My oldest sister, or my oldest sister, I don't have one. My oldest friend, thinking like outside of my sister, because that would make her also my oldest, because she's a 1.5 years younger than me. But besides my sister, my oldest friend is the friend, her name is Emma, and she's the friend whose wedding I flew out for in Annapolis, Maryland a couple of months ago. She and I became friends in 5th grade. So we've been friends since like age 10, and we're now in our 30s. Yabba dabba do, nickel allergy is more common in females. Don't know any males who have it. That's interesting. I don't really know anything about nickel allergies. I'm curious to know why certain human bodies reject nickel as an allergy. ADC said hi. Larry Middleton, of course I remember you. I have not watched Saving Private Ryan yet, to be Rabbit. Recorrex, yeah, thank you. You and Cassidy, you nailed it. I completely blanked on the knife set, and maybe I just have gotten so used to it sitting over on my countertop, like on that side of my countertop, that I blanked that it's a brand collab. Guto, hello, I had a great day. Wonderful Wednesday. This week has been just like rapid fire pace in a good way. It's been busy at work, beautiful weather, which always is such a mood boost for me, just looking outside and seeing all the sun, being outside in it. So yeah, it's been a great week and it was a great Wednesday. How about you, Guto? We've got, Hog, what's your sister up to? Hog, you should go over to my sister's channel. You'll see what she's been up to. Head over to my sister's channel. Rachel Gore, to see what she's been up to lately. Spelling. Wampa, hello. Uyanda, Rex, definitely cool looking set. Yes. A+, Guto. Have you seen the price of a set of those pans? Expensive? Yes, they are. I mean, because it's stainless steel, the craftsmanship is really nice. The saucepan I'm getting, I believe, is $250. So yeah, I'm thrilled to be getting really good products because I'm trying to replace like all the crappy, like the stuff that just has tons of chemicals in it, plastics, PFAs, the non-stick chemicals that just stick around in your body forever. I don't want any of that in my home. I want to get rid of all of it. So I'm phasing out my cookware to have better high quality stainless steel stuff. Ooh, I gotta plug in my computer or it's gonna die on me. Okay, A+ says yes. We got, who else? All right. Let's see who else commented here. Blink, that's a long time to be friends. Hi, Blink Pink Love. DMVZ, you look 24. Yep. I often get, some people are like, you look 50, you look 40. Fair. I'm sure to some eyes, I look older than I am. But a lot of the time people say they think I'm in my 20s. But I'm going to be 32 in 2 months. I'm excited for it. Chavon says, let's cut the onion. I know. I'm trying to get caught up here. I almost am. AJ is here. Looks like you have a football and lacrosse emoji in your username. Clara, great to meet you too. Thank you for being here. How to make small business Cape Town? Don't know what that means. Is your sister's last name Dutch? Probably. We think we have some Dutch ancestry. Thank you, Vinny Philly. Great to see you here. Same. I'm changing. Okay, what are you changing your name to? Be Rabbit. Guto says Hannah is my psychologist. I am no such thing. I have no education in psychology, psychiatry, none of that. We've got Uyanda, Willow's World. Good to see you. I remember you. Ooh, who is the cutest professional soccer player alive? What a great question. I'm really racking my brain for the cuties. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne, he's super cute. He's gone from Manchester City though. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Kevin. Let's see. I do remember you, Willow's World. Yes. What makes you very easy to remember is the fact that your username is in all capital letters. And when people put like little emojis or you have stars next to your username, that is, for me, I'm a very visual person. Like I can remember things well if there's like a visual cue. So the capital letters and the stars help me. He is a dreamboat. Are you talking about Kevin De Bruyne, highly sensitive healer? Because yes, I have had a crush on Kevin De Bruyne for probably more than a decade. He is so handsome. I'm very, very sad. I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. I mean, very sad that his contract ended at Manchester City. I don't know if he's signed with anyone else, with another team. He could have, because he's still really good. I think he's like 35 years old. But yeah, he's like easily a 10 out of 10. And also I'm very biased towards red hair. I think it's so beautiful. My mom is a redhead. It's like, to me, it looks so good on both guys and girls. For some reason, I feel like red hair gets some hate. Or people think it's like not a pretty feature. And I'm like, oh my God, red hair is like the feature. It's such a statement. And it's like not that common. Not sure who that is, but still, Kevin De Bruyne, let him talk. Amazing. Let's see. Oh, I see. Let's see. Not sure who that is, but still. Oh man. I was gonna look up. I was gonna look up how common is red hair. Like how many people are born with red hair. How many people have red hair? Like, how common is it? It's so rare. Holy moly. I would have guessed like maybe 5 to 10%. You guys, red hair is only 1 to 2% of the world's population has red hair. Wow. So like 1 to 2 people in every 100 people have red hair. It makes sense though when you think about the places in the world where you would find red hair, or you would likely find red hair, versus you probably would not find red hair in like the native population. Like, likely not gonna find red hair in a lot of Africa, probably not gonna find a lot of red hair in most of the Asian continent, probably not gonna find a lot of red hair in, there'll be pockets of it here and there, but I would say you're likely, like, most of the redheads of the world are concentrated in North America, Europe, and then parts of like Oceania, like New Zealand and Australia. But dang, that's so interesting. I actually thought I did not realize it was that uncommon. But like I said, red hair is such a win. It's such a statement. Okay, Ireland and Scotland have the majority of red hair people. That totally makes sense. Thank you, Rich. Yes. Like and subscribe, it's still free. Tiger Moon Fire, hello. Strawberry Blonde is so pretty. It's such a nice shade. Love it. They say they're soulless. It's just so goofy. Alexander, Lord of Martial Arts, I'm right there with you. I'm like in awe of anyone who has red hair. And there's so many different shades of red hair. I can think of like my mom's shade of red, one of my close college friends' shade of red, Kevin De Bruyne's shade of red. I feel like it can go from like orange to like super red, like almost crimson-y red. Yeah, I love it. I'll never unlove it. That's okay, Willow's World. Shawnee is here. Let's see. Guto, okay, read that comment. We've got, I have blonde, black, and red hair, says Dan Story. Tiger Moon Fire. Red hair is apparently 4 to 5 times less common than blue eyes, which makes people, I remember hearing this, like people who have red hair and blue eyes, like extremely uncommon. Thank you, Jory's Game Bites. I remember you. I had bright red hair as a child, like Prince Harry, but never let it bother me. No! Like, forget the haters. I would say most people find it really stunning, and it's just so special. I also thought Prince Harry was very cute as a kid. That was like a childhood crush. Uyanda, Randy Michael. I'm gonna be dicing onions at some point. I realize I just keep on yapping, but I will get to these onions. Let's see. My little sis has strawberry blonde hair. I'm so jealous because I have dark brown curly hair and she gets strawberry blonde curly hair. Like, excuse me. I will admit, if my sister had gotten the red hair gene from my mom and had like really just stunning red hair, and I would have had, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my hair, but I would have been like, man, she got the red hair gene and I didn't. So yeah, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. No matter the silly comments that people throw at redheaded people. I love it. Ooh, you know what I should do is actually get my saucepan over on my stovetop with the oil heating up. A-B-B-B. Wow, there is a red-haired Russian MMA fighter who is regarded as a mythical creature. All right. Don't know who that is, but I think that's funny. Actually, I'm thinking of like the redheads I know of, like the celebrities I know of. Lindsay Lohan is probably like one of the most famous redheads. Although I feel like she colors her hair, so it's like blonde or something else. I'm gonna rinse this again. Antonio Salazar, hello. Guto, when I was a child, my hair was all blonde. Yes, I do know that people's hair sometimes gets darker as they get older. My hair has stayed the same. All right, have you been to St. Paul? Yes, I have been to St. Paul. Yeah, I'm based in Minneapolis, so it's only a matter of time before you're heading over to St. Paul for something if you live here in the Twin Cities metro. We've got Willow's World. She has these gorgeous blue gold eyes, and I'm just here next to black brown eyes. Wow, very different complexion for you two. My friend was a redheaded MMA fighter in the UFC. That's super cool. Ron from Ron from Harry Potter is, yeah, he's probably, yeah, if you just think about it globally, how recognizable Harry Potter is, I feel like that's a safe statement. Ron is probably the most famous redhead. Forrest Gump. Okay, it looks like you changed your profile picture to Forrest Gump now. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, my chat is being stupid. What do you like most about St. Paul? Jose Gonzalez. It's probably the venues in St. Paul. That's the reason why I go over there. So like the XL Energy Center where the Wild play. I've also gone to concerts at XL. The Science Museum is over there. River Center's over there. CHS Field where the Saints play is over there. Rice Park is really beautiful in the Christmas season. They do like a Christmas tree lighting over there. Yeah, so I would say for me, St. Paul is a destination city for specifically events going on. All right. Yeah, what I would do, so I still have a chance. Fun fact about me, I was born with a whole head of hair and didn't cry either, so they had to pinch me to see if something was wrong with me or not. I was born with hair as well. When you look at my newborn picture, like fresh at the hospital, I'm like this super chunky 10-pound like sumo baby, and I have like black hair with a little wisp, like it comes up to a wisp at the top. And I don't know if I was like crying a lot or if I was quiet. I don't know about that, but I did have a head of hair as well. Yes, sending love to everyone in Texas. I am not reading the news these days. Like I'm completely off the news. But when I do open social media, it's just all of it is Texas. So yes, the images are just unfathomable. I'm like, it's weird because like waking up on a Wednesday, it's like, all right, time to go to work, like eat my lunch, take my little break. Like it's just such a normal, at times boring routine day. But then I think to myself, okay, the people in Texas who are just going through these horrible floods, they would give anything to have like a normal, boring day back in their life. So yeah, it's really, it's sad to see. Even when, like for someone who's trying to avoid looking at the news, yeah, you can't escape it. It's just such a disaster down there. All right, B Rabbit. I have seen Forrest Gump. Ethan Harper said hi. Valeria Ruffin, Wolf Micah, top of the evening to you. Let's see, we've got, it happened at 4 a.m. in the pitch dark. That's terrible. I know. I don't understand how all of this has been happening. I don't live in an area that experiences just crazy flooding like that. So in my head, I'm like, how does this happen? Where does all this water come from at once? Was this some storm that was rolling in and then there wasn't enough preparation for it? again, I just don't read the news anymore. It's very sad, negative, extreme, toxic. So I avoid it at all costs. We've got Richie Cunningham. I had a wonderful Wednesday. It was busy, but very lovely, and I also got a lot of stuff done. So it was a good day at work. Relatively regular day at work. All right, so we are gonna first get this oil heating up in my saucepan. Romeo is here. What advice would you give to yourself as an 18-year-old? Keep going, stick to your guns. Honestly, I have no regrets at this point in my life, but I would just say, stick to who you are. If you just stick to your gut and stick to your guns, you are gonna do great. So don't let anything sway you. Don't be tempted to be something or someone you're not. Just stick to your guns. You know who you already are at 18, because I did know who I was when I was 18 at my core. Obviously still had like practical things to learn as I was adulting and going through college and all that, but at my core, very grateful for who I was at 18. I knew what I was about. I knew my goals. I know what I was cool with and what I was not cool with. So yeah, stick to your guns and listen to your gut and just keep on going. Rob in Arizona, Rob Faye, 116. Ooh, my God, stay safe, stay hydrated. Hope you're doing okay. That is some serious heat. Thank you, Romeo Herman. Hello, Nicholas Shadden. It is, and I get it, says Brian. Yeah, known as Flash Flood Alley. Whew. Oh my gosh, I don't think I would ever want to live in a place like that. Ugh, I'd be so stressed. Keyshawn is here. No regrets. Jamie. My basement flooded just because the streets filled up with so much water. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Take care. Be Rabbit, aka Forrest Gump. Some advice for upcoming youth on relationships. Oh man. I don't really, I try to just steer clear of the advice in general. But for me, in every arena of my life, it's always been listen to your gut. My gut is spot on when it comes to people, invitations, events, life decisions. Just anytime I start to feel the little pit of dread or something is off, always listen to that. That is like a signal you are getting to not do something or to pause, reassess. But just, it always comes back to what instinctively am I feeling about this? Despite what everyone else is saying to me, despite all of the noise, all of the input, all of the whatever. I think it's really, that's not to say I don't seek out people's advice. Whenever I've made massive life decisions, I've always, talked to my mom. She's my first go-to to bounce ideas off of and get her advice, because I consider her very wise. And then probably my sister and my dad too, just to hear what they have to say. They're the three people who know me the best. But at the end of the day, every decision is mine. I really have to think about their perspectives, things, maybe they pointed something out to me where I hadn't, it's oh, I didn't think of that before. That could be an issue, or that could be great. And then I kind of just sit in the war room and make the decision myself. Satisfying Life is here. Austin. Ernest is here. How are you, Ernest? Ty L says Cheerios. Yes, behold the Cheerios on their perch. We've got Rich 50 likes. Woohoo! That's awesome. Yeah, we made it to 50 likes. Jer the boss said hello. Great to see you. I'm gonna grab a little bowl. Get this peeled. The rest of it peeled. There's an outer layer I don't want. Is that a big onion? I would describe this as a big yellow onion, yes. You could definitely find smaller ones in the grocery store. But the outer layer was getting a little like soft and funky. But luckily with onions, you can peel away outer layers that don't look as good and then use whatever's inside. I see Joe Ski is here. Some of my favorite videos you post are the ones with your father. He probably lives for moments like chasing fireworks with his girls. Yes, I am super close with my dad. He is a 10 out of 10 dad, hilarious, but also zero BS. I also feel like I've noticed this with immigrants, like, dude, like the work ethic is insane. Like, just punctual, works his butt off. He was also in the military, so he just has like it's like a quiet, dignified discipline is what I would say. So yeah, it's just, he does not put up with BS. He's also really funny though. So yeah, it's like chill when I feel like he's chill when the situation calls for being chill, and he's serious and disciplined when it comes to being serious and disciplined. Yeah, I would say he's a very disciplined person. He takes care of his health. He's a cyclist. He loves walking. Really values hard work. He reads books like he eats meals. Loves 20th century history. Has a lot of grit. He's, I would say, like culturally pretty conservative. He's very Christian. Yeah, no, he's a G. He's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 human. And I'm very close with him. I feel like now, so I'm gonna be 32 when I'm gonna be 32 in September, is what I meant to say. And he is gonna be, so he's 58, 1958, so that would mean he's gonna be 67. I feel like the dynamic of, because it's like at this point, I'm an adult. Like I don't need anything from him other than just I enjoy spending time with him. I feel like the dynamic with my dad at this point is just like, it's just like a friend, obviously not just a friend because he's my dad, but it's just like hang out, drink coffee, walk, shoot the breeze, talk about soccer. Yeah. Good vibes. All right, we got, that's an onion, yes. It is a huge onion. Yes, it's a large onion. What an onion. It's so funny, I didn't think twice about it being large because whenever I buy onions, they're just large. They look like this in my grocery store. Okay. Sorry, Brian. Hannah, were you able to check out that Ethiopian chef I recommended on Bon Appetit? I don't know. Is it Marcus Samuelsson or is it a different person? Because I feel like every Ethiopian person knows of Marcus Samuelsson, but I'm not sure if it's someone else. I can't recall. Yeah, but I'm gonna do Agony Aunt Hannah. What does that mean? Agony Aunt? Cassidy says, I so loved the fireworks video. It looked like so much fun. Yes, you guys. So something we really like to do on the 4th of July, just, you know, me and my family, instead of setting up our blankets, like our picnic blanket and whatever, at one park for one fireworks show, it's actually really fun to go driving around Minneapolis and St. Paul and just look at the skyline. It's like, oh, there's a fireworks show over there. So we'll pull to the side, maybe watch for a few minutes, and then go somewhere else. It was very fun. We've got, sorry, behind here. Jose Gonzalez, my nephew will be going to college this September. Ooh, oh, that's such a good question, Jose. And honestly, I started college in 2012, so I'm I would say I'm a lot older than the current crop of high schoolers heading to college, well, high school grads heading to college in the fall. Oh my God. Honestly, I don't even know, because everyone is talking these days about AI is going to replace us. AI is going to replace us. And so if I had to go back to college and right now and think about, and I wiped out all my degrees, wiped out my education, and I had to think about what am I going to study? I don't know. I really don't know. Because honestly, when I think about the careers that seem the safest from AI takeover, it's anything that's hands-on. You need a human there. So anything in the health professionals category, nurses, physician assistants, doctors, therapists, physical trainers, and then of course all the trades. Like AI, not anytime soon at least, like AI is not going to be getting rid of carpenters, plumbers, construction workers, truck drivers. So it's hard to say, because I feel like a lot of office jobs, which typically you need a college degree for, are at risk of getting replaced by AI, because AI can do coding, AI can build entire websites, AI can do so much of the review tasks that it would take a human hours and hours to do in milliseconds. So I don't know. I have to say I am very glad I am not trying to start college or enter the workforce now, because AI is of course on everyone's minds. Let's see. Drello is here. In what state was your father born? So my dad is from Ethiopia. Kerwin, good to see you. Q says it should be total coolness and always that love. No, but it's his restaurant. Okay, that's okay. Yes. No, we all know Marcus Samuelson, but I don't know what his restaurant was. Fred Marines. Thank you, Noah's Life. Too Evil to Hope. I always love these streams. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Just gonna check on my saucepan over here. Don't want the oil to get too hot. Savannah, hello. I had a wonderful day. I work a 9-to-5 job, and it was a great day. Got some good work done. It was pretty unextraordinary, but it was a steady day. And I feel like those days go very underappreciated because they're not super exciting, but those are the days that I feel like they make up the bulk of your days when you're a worker. It's just do the work, get it done, go home, enjoy your life. Eclectos is here. Okay, who did I miss? Yeah, but I would do an agony aunt to someone who solves other people's problems and gives advice. Oh, interesting. I've never heard that phrase before. Agony aunt. Honestly, I would not consider myself that person yet, but I would take some pride in being like an agony aunt where people know to come to me when they need help and advice, and it's like, oh God, like, who are you gonna call in a crisis? Like, I would be very flattered if people's like instinct was to call me. And that's how I feel like with my mom. Anytime I've really had not issues, but just like a really tough decision, or I was stressed about something, panicking about something caught me off guard, whatever, she's like the phone a friend. Immediately phone mom and just get the advice. Yeah. Ooh, maybe these are making my eyes itchy, but my eyes aren't watering, at least. All right, hair and fashion is AI proof, which are two of the things I want to do. That's another thing too. Again, it's like those hands-on skills. If you're any kind of crafts person, if you make, machinery can make clothing, but it's like the artistic, like designers. What was the other thing you said? Hair. Yeah, like beauty. Like you're not gonna have a robot, at least anytime soon, doing your hair, your makeup, like cosmetology. No. So like it's the hand. I would say the safest jobs to me seem like the hands-on service jobs where a human must be doing the job physically. Like there's no digital robot replacement. Like there's no like robots, as far as I know, that are delivering babies in a hospital. Like that is a human doctor or nurse or whatever, healthcare professional that is delivering those babies. As far as I know, like car mechanics, it's all humans repairing those cars. But I mean, there'll still be office jobs and digital jobs. I just think a lot of them are going to be getting replaced by AI. Hi, Thomas Flood. I see Bloodsport is here doing well. Thank you so much. Blessed One is here. Sorry to hear that, Nathaniel. Yeonsu, who lives in Korea. Hi, Yeonsu. Thanks for telling me your name. Oftentimes, I see usernames in languages I don't read, so I don't know how to address them. Yeonsu. Today I was low-key existing, like I literally didn't do anything. Sounds really chill. All right, Tristan, eating tortilla chips. Do you like vegan chips? Yes. Nice. Sounds delicious. Okay, I'm gonna go put this lovely chopped onion. Look at how much onion that is, guys. But they are gonna reduce down when I saute them. So these are gonna go into my saucepan over here. Ooh, I love the smell of sauteing onions. It's so nice. Tristan, I'm sauteing onions. I'm gonna turn you guys to the side here while I do some cleanup. Fun stuff, I know. But I figure, I mean, I'm gonna be waiting on these onions, so I might as well get some stuff knocked out. Eric Mitchell is here. Robert Williams from Jacksonville, Florida. Hello, Robert. Hope you're doing well. I imagine it's pretty hot in Jacksonville, Florida right now. So I hope you're staying cool and hydrated. Robert, I was born in Orlando. I live in Miami. Ooh. Oh my gosh, Miami. You guys, some of you know this, but Miami is on my list of specifically New Year's Eve locations I want to experience in my lifetime. I've never been to Florida, and I've heard incredible things about Miami. And I think Miami would be such a fun place to do New Year's. Sonic VRBMX. Do you clean your house or do you pay someone to do that? So I clean everything myself. I've never had a cleaner before. And honestly, I mean, it would be really nice to have a cleaner, but at the same time, I think, okay, I do have enough time in my schedule. Actually, I don't mind cleaning, and it doesn't take me too long to do. So it hasn't gotten to the point where, you know, I'm looking around and being like, I just can't manage this anymore. But one day, I'm not gonna lie, it would be really nice to have a cleaner. Yeonsu, thank you for watching the show. Y'all are in such cool places. I'm in South Ogden. I don't know where that is. South Ogden? Frisco 9. I love spicy food, yes. Abdurrahman is here. Sonic VRBMX. Clarence Baldwin, doing great. Just taking care of some dishes. Actually, I'm gonna unload my dishwasher. Willow's World. It's in Utah. Oh, that's, yeah, I have been to Utah, but I wouldn't have known if you hadn't said. Jito, love the content. Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear it. I can finally open my eyes underwater. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Need a towel. Ooh, I'm getting hungry, guys. It's painful. Ooh. So. Jito said hi. Hello. Clarence, what are you cooking? I'm sauteing onions in my saucepan right over there. JH is here. Willow's World says, I'm so hungry. JH, I'm laughing at your question. Not asking this in a threatening way, but if you were to have a favorite handgun, what would it be? Honestly, I am not well versed in guns. I mean, I know like the basics, like a rifle, a pistol, a Glock, but like it's so surface level. It'd probably just be like a little one you hold in a holster. Easy access, could fit in a purse, but that could be a bunch of different ones. So I don't know. All right. Snooty X, my reception keeps freezing. Is YouTube due for an update? I don't know. I'm getting the feed just fine on my computer. I've got off to the side. Roams the world, cup of tea. Easy BCLS. I do food content, so I'm vegan. I cook vegan, gluten-free recipes, but I also throw in some travel vlogs, fitness vlogs. I did a 5K a little bit ago. I've done some marathons. Love the variety, says Jito. I'm glad you do. All right, guys. Ooh, dishes just never seem to end. Oh my goodness. Dylan Courier, good to see you, Dylan. I'm sauteing some onions behind me, and I'm gonna just pile those onto a couple of veggie burgers that I've already prepared. Visiting the local farmers market this time of year in the Midwest is really nice. The fresh tomatoes, green peppers, sweet corn. Yes, there have been several farmers markets just like up and running here in the cities, and they've been so nice. Easy BCLS, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. David Macron is here. Hello, David. Good to see you. Ooh, I think I'm gonna need another bite of this quinoa and tofu I already made ahead of time because I'm starving. Oh my God. It just comes out of nowhere, my hunger. S77, good to see you. And thank you for the sub. Thank you, David Macron. Currently living in New York and it's so hot. Yes. I love New York. I don't know if you're in New York City, but yeah, New York. I've been there in the spring and it was surprisingly hot. Yabba dabba doo, how times have changed. When I started work, there was a big typing pool and girls learned Pitman shorthand. Now you just talk into a computer. I'm so glad we don't live in that era anymore where women were like the secretaries that just had to take notes and follow guys around. Ugh. I started watching Mad Men and I just couldn't get through it. I was like, I don't like this era. I don't like how it's just the old boys and then the women are at the desks doing all the secretarial work. So yeah, I am so glad that times have changed because now you have the millennials and the Gen X's and the Gen Z's too, who've got all the computer skills. Rated Frogs is poll time. You're right, it has been an hour. Wow, you guys got it. Good job. Even the first option didn't take the top place. Thank you for the reminder, Rated Frog. So the poll question, and don't worry, I'll give you another one. But the first poll question of the evening was, guess my favorite Meryl Streep movie? And the top choice by 1 percentage point is The Devil Wears Prada, and that is in fact my favorite Meryl Streep movie. I never saw Into the Woods. I know the play and it's not my favorite. Mamma Mia I saw, really fun, perfect summer movie. And I actually have not seen Kramer versus Kramer, but apparently her acting is legendary in Kramer versus Kramer. So Rated Frog, did you get it right? Did you guess The Devil Wears Prada? Gianna Forever says that was the best era. Do you mean like the 50s Mad Men era? 50s, 60s would that have been? Probably 60s. I'm a little iffy on when. I have like a tentative vibe on what it is, but I feel like Mad Men is like 50s or 60s. I don't watch Love Island, no, Toka Hope, but I have heard of it. I get plenty of ads for it. It's not my kind of reality TV. I personally, I think I like watching TVs and shows that have a plot line, like a story. Sure, some reality shows maybe have some plot lines, but I love to see like actors like acting out characters, and it's set like maybe in a time period. There's costume design, there's special effects, there's like drama and plot twists and turns. I'm not the biggest reality TV fan. I will watch some, but especially when it comes to like more reality shows, I don't go for the game shows. Like I don't care for game shows. I don't watch any like reality competition shows other than like maybe Traders. And then what's another category? Like the lifestyle reality. Used to watch some of the Bravo Housewives, but yeah, I want like a plot and like actors when I'm watching stuff. S77 lives in Egypt. Wow, that's very cool. Cassie, yes, I feel like tofu is Hannah's go-to when hungry. Yes, I eat so much tofu, you guys. I love it. One sec, I'm just putting away some silverware. Gonna check on my onions too. All right, Joey Tetral is here. Mr. Odd Dang, I see you. Jeanette Morales, I'm doing well, just making some dinner. My favorite is River Wild, but I got it right. Congratulations, Dylan. DKCA Entertainment is here. Hello. Troy Reese is here. I don't watch the new reality shows, the Snooty X. Yeah, I would say I'm the same, with maybe like 2 exceptions. LOL, no, wrong as always. Which one did you guess? Rated Frog. Joey, I am making sauteed onions to put on top of some veggie burgers, which I'll be eating shortly. S77, can I ask you a question? What made you do this? If you're asking why I do YouTube, I just love connecting with people and documenting my life in HD. I also want to live a very long life. My goal is to make it to 120 years old. And I think, wow, how crazy would it be to get to 90 years from now and be able to look back at my 27th birthday, or what I was doing, or what I looked like when I was in my 30s working a 9-to-5 job, doing these activities, my friend's wedding, my childhood best friend's wedding. It's like my life is archived on the internet starting at age 27, and I think that is so cool. Among other reasons, I just love being on here connecting with people from all over the world. John Doe is here. Hello, John Doe. Hi, Scary. How do you deal with toxic people? I mean, one thing you learn quickly if you're going to put yourself out on the internet or in any way in the world is you're going to get negative people. Maybe this isn't what you're asking. Toxic people. So in real life, I just cut off toxic people. Like if I realize that I don't like the way they talk, they're complaining, they talk crap about other people when they're not around, they say nasty things to me, I'm just like, this is not a person I am willing to be around because they are bringing me down. So I just don't tolerate toxic people in my own life. Honestly, avoid them like the plague would be my advice for toxic people. Just cut them out of your life. On the internet, it's like random people, so it's strangers, like toxic, nasty comments. It's just, I think it says more about the person saying the comment than the person receiving the comment. If it's a really nasty comment, it shows you how deficient and like I don't know, like honestly like sad and miserable they are. Snooty X says, I like your realness, thank you. S77, that's so amazing. Thanks. Isn't it crazy to think, like, if I could watch my grandparents, who are now both almost 90 years old, if I could watch them in a high def, vertical, live stream uploaded video on the internet when they were in their 20s, like how crazy would that be? Like I think it will be so wild for people who grew up and started recording themselves on the internet, whether it was, you know, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, like decades from now, having high definition videos of you, your voice, your clothing, your friends, your family, your jobs, your travels, big life moments in video, like not just photos, but video is so cool. Hi, Dwayne Hunt. Who did I miss here? Willow's World, I see your comment. Y'all, the only reality TV I watch is National Geographic and Ants Canada on live. Nice. I feel like that almost doesn't deserve to be called reality TV because the kind of reality I'm thinking of is like Love Island, Bachelor in Paradise, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Shaws of Sunset, Real Housewives of New York City. Like, I feel like Nat Geo and wildlife deserves its own like pedestal, apart from like I would say the more like brainless, mindless reality TV that's out there. Rich with the Martha Stewart emojis, love to see it. Hi, Vicente Munoz. KT, I have been washing dishes, yes. Dylan Courier says, when 120 years, what would your house be? What would my house be at 120 years old? I don't even know if I would have a house. I would either have a house, because at that point, hopefully, I would love to make it to that age, like in good condition. At 120, there's no way I would be doing all the upkeep on a house myself. So either I would be living in a house with a bunch of like housekeeping help, or I would be living in like a sweet condo or apartment where I don't have to do hardly any of the upkeep myself. We'll see. Kelvin is here. Hello, Kelvin. Elias is here. Hello, Elias Knutson. Thank you. Get ready with me with Amari. True Angel. Blue is beautiful on you. Thank you. I do like the color blue for clothing. I'm just doing some dishes while my my onions saute behind me. I should probably stir them. Have a spatula. Let's see. How are you, Celine? I'm doing great. It's great to see you again. Hope you had a lovely Wednesday. I watched a lot of Expedition Unknown. I see Philomena. Let's see. Shaikh Nagur Sharif is here. Oops. Willow's World. OMG, y'all, my guinea pigs are outside eating grass, but the sprinklers turned on. Oh no! Oh no, save them. Save them. I don't know if they do well with moisture. I feel like they don't, but I could be wrong. right, let's see how these onions are doing. Ooh. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit so they start reducing down. All right, you guys, I decided what my next trivia question is gonna be. Let me just get a few more things put away here first. Actually, no, I'm gonna give you guys a new trivia question because I shouldn't have you guys waiting. Philomena, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay, we've got Carrie Hoke. If you ever get a house, just make sure to seal it off to keep critters out. Oh yes. Yeah. Ugh, infestations. That sounds absolutely horrifying. Whether it's mice, rats, termites, ants. Oh my God, no. No, no, no. All right. Hello, Common Sense. Good to see you. Back in the kitchen making some dinner. Definitely don't want a squirrel infestation, even though I absolutely love squirrels with my whole heart. All right, Jonte Weaver is here. Hello, Jonte, member. Thank you. Hellos, maybe it's Helelo Zamangwe Swain. I live for your poll. There's so much fun. There's so much fun. Okay, I'm glad you like them, Dylan. So glad to hear it. I love thinking of new poll questions. Okay, next poll question. I have to give this a moment of thought. Let me just write. Sometimes I have to like really think through the options. Let's see, Michael Smith is here. Celine, I'm sauteing onions. Okay. You guys, I am a fan of Bravo's Real Housewives. There's so many good ones too. Okay, guess my favorite. What should I do? What should I do for a housewife emoji? I'm gonna do like a high heel. How about that? Because they're fabulous. Guess my favorite, what should I even say? What do they call them? What are the different Real Housewives show? Okay, it's a Real Housewives show. Yeah, okay. Guess my favorite Real Housewives show. Is it Real Housewives? You guys know what I mean. Real Housewives show. So there is Orange County. Do you guys understand that question? Update, they're all a little bit wet. Summertime brings out all insects and rodents. I'm trying to figure out how to word this question. My favorite Real Housewives show is... I'll just do guess. My favorite Real Housewives show location. Orange County, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and New York City. Okay, I've been sitting on this one for a while because I do love I watch almost all the Housewives franchises. Karam Rai is here. Glenn Ross from New Zealand is here. Hi, Glenn Ross. I don't know what Real Housewives is. It's a reality show. But the thing is, each of the locations has multiple seasons. So New York City has many seasons. Atlanta has many seasons. Beverly Hills has many seasons. So each of the locations has seasons. Common Sense Atlanta, who gonna check me, boo? Jose Gonzalez, if you were 17 years old again, which education in college would you choose for yourself again? Same thing I did. I wouldn't change anything. I was a double major in political science and German. Back to the Future, woohoo! We have Ahmad, who's also a member. Amazing, good to see you, Back to the Future. We've got User Dead something from Taj Mahal. Willow's World clicked Orange County, and that was first, yep. So you guys know, if you know, you know, the first option you see is never the right option. So don't pick it if you're trying to get it right. Hi, Back to the Future, that was Yabba Dabba Doo. Looks like B-Rabbit / Forrest Gump is back. Back to the Future, what's up? I was gonna click Atlanta. Looks like it's been jumping around different show locations. Currently, Beverly Hills and New York City are tied, then it's Atlanta, then it's Orange County. So yeah, see if you can get it right, guys. See if you can get it. Oh, dang it, sorry, one sec. Stir. Texas. I don't know what city in Texas they have a franchise in. Not adding mods. Celine guessed New York. Doing well, Back to the Future. Thank you so much. How was your Wednesday? Great to see you, Truck Driver 84. Woohoo! Queen of Minnesota. I'm wearing a Minnesota shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it super well, but it says Stay Wild, Minnesota. I know it shows backwards for you, but this is a Minnesota shirt. I don't think you can redo your vote, unfortunately, Willow's World. But you can say, you said you were gonna pick Atlanta, so we know what your real answer would have been. No mods, yep. That is legit education, but probably would be tough to find a job after education. I've had the great fortune of finding really great jobs. However, if I were to go back to college now, like if I was a 18-year-old starting off freshman year in college in the fall, this year, I don't know. I probably, as much as I love my majors and they've worked out great I also have a master's degree, which has really helped, like basically my income doubled after I got my master's degree. But undergrad, I would go for something I think a bit more employable. So data analytics, or I just could never do any of the healthcare professions because I'm absolutely terrified of blood and needles. So those were off the table for me. So it would have been something like research related, data related. I was always good at math, so I could have been like a CPA, worked for Deloitte or something like that. Back to the Future says today is a good day. Glad to hear it. I have felt the same way about this lovely Wednesday. Have you seen Hacksaw Ridge? I've heard of Hacksaw Ridge, but I couldn't tell you more. It's familiar, but I don't really know beyond Hacksaw Ridge. I don't even know where it is. On Wednesday we wear pink, LOL. Clearly I don't fit into that. I'm not following that rule. Daylin says, do you like my profile picture? It's my bunny. It's kind of small. I can't see it at the moment. I can't imagine you in stiletto heels, says Yabba Dabba Doo. Are you talking to me? Trying to think what that would refer to. I've never owned a pair of stiletto heels. Oh my god, they're so bad for your feet. Yeah, just painful. Let's see, John Doe, ouch. This is such a heavy pan. Dalen says, I'm scared of blood too. I know. The thing is, like, those professions are known as being, I mean, they're very, like, they're essential jobs. They're respected. You can live pretty much anywhere, like any town, any place. It's gonna have some need for like nurses or a doctor at the local clinic, at the local hospital, whatever, treatment center. But any of those like basically health body jobs, no. I also have never enjoyed being in health settings. I'll still go, obviously, like I want to get checkups and know that I'm fine, but I don't enjoy being inside of hospitals, clinics, whatever. It's just, ooh, they're so like sterile. They smell like hand sanitizer. Yeah, not my place. Not my place. Me and Blood are chill, says Willow's World. Truck driver, you were saying information technology or engineering. That's another one. I don't think I ever would have enjoyed being an engineer, but I think I could have been an engineer because I was good at math. I was always a good student, so it wouldn't have been a matter of passing my exams and becoming an engineer, but I just don't think I ever would have enjoyed that. So I think if I were going the practical, if I had to go and do college all over again, I would definitely do something with like a hard skill with like coding, data analytics. It's like, it wouldn't be anything hands-on like an engineer or a nurse or a doctor or a carpenter, like a tradesman, but it would be something digital that has to do with numbers and like web applications. That's what so probably data analytics. Energon, I've not seen Full Metal Jacket, I've heard of it though. Celine, what is 6 times 8? Cassidy, hi, Back to the Future. Our favorite mod is here, so no weird comments or else. Yes, indeed. 8.83K subs, amazing. Let's see, 100 likes shortly, yes. Hi, Aubrey. Dylan Courier, remember to like and subscribe. Cool, Genuine Phil, I'm doing great. I'm getting some dishes put away, like put into my dishwasher, while I wait for my onions to fry up behind me, and actually I should go give them another stir. Aubrey said hi. Cool, Genuine Phil, I had a lovely Wednesday. Just a solid, normal day at work. Got stuff done. And that's about it. It was a pretty unremarkable Wednesday, but a very pleasant Wednesday. Like, no complaints. Alright, dishes. Gonna give my onions another stir. It's going to be food tonight, says Sam. Yes, it is gonna be food tonight. Thank you, Nicholas. Making some sauteed onions, Sam. These another stir. I love my sauteed onions to get a nice like brown color on them. They're not quite there yet. Barbara, hello. Oh no, I have no one to fix it. Oh no, Barbara, you don't have like a repairman or someone who could come? All right, dishes. And put these guys away. Hannah, is TT afraid of fireworks or that just a dog thing? Actually, I don't know. I'll have to ask my sister how TT did with the fireworks over 4th of July. My guess is she's probably afraid. She's kind of a scaredy cat. This. And then just rinse this off. I see Ramesh Kumar. Thank you so much. Great colors on plates. I like them. Yes, I love my plates too. I think someone had asked us. Yeah, it was Dylan. Is there a rooster on the plate? Yep. I'll show you what my plates look like. Amanda Vale, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking and thank you for commenting. How are you doing today, Amanda? Back to the Future. I like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I guessed that you like Real Housewives of New York. Looks like Atlanta is currently in the lead. Let's see. So Atlanta has 29%. Ooh, it's split. I like this. Atlanta has 29%, and then Beverly Hills and New York City are tied with 26%. And then Orange County, which you all know is wrong because it comes first in the poll, has 18% of the votes. Ramesh Kumar, thank you so much. Ice Cream is here. Hello, Ice Cream. Oh shoot, that was not dry. Damn it. All right, check on these onions. Looking like they're getting down there. Like down there in terms of getting reduced down. I have not watched that movie. Be Rabbit, Forrest Gump. Favorite go-to coffee? Ooh, that's a tricky one. I have to say, I haven't been as pleased with Starbucks these last few times I've gone. It feels like it's just all, because I usually order almond milk lattes, and it feels like the last few times I've gone, there's no coffee and only almond milk. So I'm like, I would say just like local independent coffee shops have tended to be better for me. Jonte, I like a real woman like this is a blessing, elegant and sweet. Thank you, Jonte. I don't know what Milestone is, Forrest Gump, so I don't know if that's a movie or a show. All right, that's about it. It's a movie. Cassidy went with Atlanta for the poll. It's still so even. Wow, it's so split. 25, 27, 23, 25. I like it. I like when it's split and you guys are divided. Alrighty, guys. I think the onions are just about done. Hello, your favorite rain wing. I bet you can still taste that full sugar donut you had a few months ago. I'm trying to think of The donut I think I would have featured on here would have been the Mardi Gras donut, and that I think that would have been sometime either end of February or March. But if so, yes I can. I love donuts so much, and obviously they're not healthy for you in any way. They're fried, they're hyper processed, they're full of sugar. Like, there's nothing redeeming about donuts whatsoever, but I do love donuts, so I enjoy having them once in a while. Gianna Forever thinks it's Beverly Hills. Let's see, Charisse Brewster is here. All right, keep these guys going. All right. Gianna Forever. Charisse, how are you? Good to see you. I think I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of decaf coffee, because that sounds like, why not? Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. Grow, I hate the letter the letter W so much. Oh, W. Yeah, I see your point. I think, was it Dylan? I don't know if Dylan Courier is still here, but I said I was gonna show my dishware, and this is what my set of plates looks like. It's got a rooster with some flowers around the edges. And then I have this one plate that I got from my coworkers when I worked in Germany. They gifted me this plate as something to remember them by. So it's a very useful little souvenir gift that I got from coworkers. What is that? Is that tiramisu, Rich? Willow's World is mad about W's. All right. Coffee time. I think I'm gonna use my black mug. Coffee talk always helps out, says Keith. Yes. So let's just do like a quarter of a cup. I don't want that much, especially before bed. So I'm gonna heat this up for like a minute. Keep stirring this. Don't want the onion pieces to get stuck at the bottom. Barbara says they are beautiful. We've got, let's see, A Girly Pop is here. Sorry, wrong emoji. I wasn't sure what you meant. I was like, that looks tasty. It looked like a Tres Leches cake, Rich. All right, so coffee. Water is boiling. You can see that. 93rd like, yeah. Oh, we're at 98 likes now, guys. Very close. Very close to 100. Amanda, I'm making some sauteed onions. Okay, I gotta remind myself. 1 rounded teaspoon. I'm gonna do a little more than that. Like a teaspoon and a half, maybe. Have you ever tried kombucha? Yes, I do really like kombucha. However, most of the kombuchas that I find at the store are just loaded with sugar. So I'm like, kind of defeats the purpose. But I have enjoyed kombucha whenever I've tried it. Yes. All right, these onions are looking pretty much done. I'm just gonna let them chill for a little more on super low heat. What do you know about tres leches? All I know is it's like, I think it's Mexican, if not Mexican, Latin American. I'm pretty sure it's Mexican. And it's very dairy heavy. I never eat it because I'm vegan and I don't eat dairy, but it contains milk, and that's about it. I know that I don't eat it. That's what I can tell you. Okay, so let's stir the coffee. Have you ever tried kombucha? Okay, so that one. Thank you, Hilelo Zamangwe. I'm glad you like the kitchen. I like it too. I love being in my kitchen. 100 likes. We made it, guys. Woohoo! We made it to 100 likes. And now I'm gonna enjoy some dinner. Oops, hope I didn't spill any. My bad. Amanda says yay. Yes, I'm happy about it too. I kind of want to go set up in my living room and just like sit on the couch and chat with all of you. But you all know how clunky it can be when I'm moving over. You have a variety of stuff in your kitchen. I know. I've got stuff on my fridge. I've got my knife set. You can't really see it. Got my coffee machine over there. Dish towel. Tres leches for the L. No. I appreciated that. It was like, I wonder what he's talking about. Oh man. Definitely not an L. It gave me good food for thought. I love it. Oh, come on. I can't even find it. Is it this one? Leches? Tort? Dessert? I'm gonna go, oh, it was this one. Custard, maybe. Yeah, I'm like, I was trying to search my emojis and I'm like, what even was, like, how do I find what that emoji was? I think it comes up when you do dessert and custard. Thank you, Hilelo, for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Your bestie 123 is here. Darlene Joseph is waving. Yes, win for donation. Agreed, John Doe. Yes. Thanks for subscribing. Yes. All right, I'm gonna call it good on these onions. These lovely onions, which have just been reducing down in my saucepan. They have a nice light brown on them, which is what I was aiming for. I just didn't want raw onions. That's gross. So, okay, plating time. Finally. Finally. I'm gonna plate up some of this quinoa and tofu that you saw me munching on earlier. I made this last night just because I was desperate for food and wanted to cook something. Are you gonna make dessert later? I don't think so. I'm gonna stick with dessert coffee. That's kind of been my little hack lately, to drink coffee as something after dinner. Because I'll admit, I do crave something sweet after meals, after lunch and dinner. And instead of reaching for, I don't keep dessert at home on purpose, because if it's around, I'll probably just snack on it by default. But instead of you know, wanting something sweet or grabbing something sweet, I just like having coffee at the ready. So instead of reaching for cake or candy or whatever, I can instead reach for coffee. And that's, I would argue, and I think most people would agree, is the much healthier choice. Okay, so this is kind of just like a tofu, quinoa. I don't know if you would call it a salad, but it's just a mixture of curry tofu and quinoa. I'm gonna throw this in my microwave for like 30 seconds. Dylan Courier says I'm eating with you. That's sweet. The way I would have dropped the plate, says Willow's World. Thank you, Hello. I hope you reached the number of subscribers you want. That's so sweet. My goal for this year is 10,000 and we're closing in on 9,000. So it's looking like we will get to that goal this year. All right, that's done. Veggie burgers. So it's the usual suspects, guys. Veggie burgers. I'm running so low on mustard, so I'm gonna try to get as much mustard as I can out of here. Yabadabadoo says, I know you played football, but would you like to have been a referee, especially between Chelsea and Arsenal in a cup final? Definitely not. I would not have wanted to be a referee for professional athletes. No way. Maybe as a youth soccer, youth football ref, like for games, like tournaments here. I think that would be fun. However, I have friends who do refereeing for youth and, you know, local schools, either at the high school or the college level. And they say, like, they love it, but they say it's really stressful, and often you'll get parents either during the game who are saying terrible things to you as the ref, or these just like, some of these parents, man, they will be waiting, like the game has ended, and these parents wait around for the referee to pack up their bag and get going, and then these parents will corner the ref and be giving the ref their play-by-play analysis and everything that they did wrong. So I personally don't think I would enjoy the job of refereeing. I did enjoy playing, but yeah, I just would not want to have to worry about the BS that refs have to put up with. Snooty X, is Hiawatha and Lake Shopping Center still open? I have no idea. Not the right person to ask. I mean, I am in Minneapolis, but Minneapolis is large. That's a great idea. I'll try your coffee trick. Thanks for the tip. I normally eat Snickers after dinner. That's the thing. Dylan Courier, I naturally have such a wicked strong sweet tooth. And so as an adult, I've been trying to find ways where instead of just like doing the easy grab for like candy, chocolate, cake, something sweet, try to replace that with something that's just a bit more tame. Like this doesn't have any sugar in it, but I love the taste of it. And it's like so, not sweet, but it feels almost like a dessert item. Yes, I love yellow mustard, Thrift Squatch. It's high in antioxidants, says Ultimate Hydration. If you're talking about coffee, I believe I have heard that as well. Benson Berg says, yum, girl. Yes, I'm excited to eat. I'm very excited. I'm almost done plating everything up. I have the last of my dill pickle chips right here. I'm running low, as you can see. So, fork is here. So I'm gonna get some pickles out of here. Margaret, hello. Yes, I love mustard so much. We've got Common Sense Youth Soccer Moms are tough though. True. But again, when I'm working a job, I don't want to be dealing with heckling and yelling at me, rude comments. It's just that sounds, and then like every decision you're making is being questioned and ridiculed, and To me, that is not something I have an interest in. Nope. I am fine if I go my whole life and I never become certified to be a ref. I can live with that. All right, trying to get the last bits of pickle. God, there's like 2 pieces in here. Two pieces left. Oh my God. Maybe I should just grab this one and be good. The parents are more intense than the players. Yeah, that's another kind of cringy thing with youth sports, because I feel like a lot of these parents are like living vicariously through their kids. So it's like, yeah, bleh. And then when something goes wrong, they just lose their minds. I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with this. Not for me. All right, so time for just all these onions. I'm gonna put them all over the plate because I love sauteed onions. I'm realizing I didn't salt them though. I kind of want to salt them. Totally forgot. Rambo Thomas said hi. Adrian with the donuts. We got Bishop Bullwinkle. I'm doing great. Lovely Wednesday. I was looking forward to this live stream today because it's a Wednesday. All right, let's get the rest of these onions out of here. I decided to just chop up one whole yellow onion. I discovered it in my pantry and I was like, oh no, if I don't use this, it's gonna eventually get like moldy and gross. So I'm just eating this whole onion. It might seem weird, but I love eating onion. And it's very good for you. I think I'm gonna attempt to relocate myself on this live stream over to my couch, just so I can sit and chill and chat with you guys. So bear with me while I do that. All the onion pieces. Oh my God, look at all that onion. It's just covered. Let's see, I'm gonna set this in here. Get some dishwashing soap in there. All right, yum. I have fresh onion on my sandwich. Amazing. What's your favorite cartoon channel? I missed it. Abraham, my favorite cartoon channel when I was growing up was Cartoon Network. Peggy Hecke is back. Bishop Bullwinkle, I don't know if I fully answered your question or not. I have a bunch of sauteed onion on this plate, and then I've got tofu, quinoa, 2 veggie burgers with some mustard and pickle. And I cannot wait, guys. Adrian does not like onions. Jujube, I'm not Puerto Rican. No, I'm half white, half black. All right. Oh, I got a little hot sauce in that too. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna start migrating things over to my living room. It's gonna be kind of clunky. I apologize. Cassidy says, Hannah, do you like to visit your local fair? Yes! I know the food is so bad for you, but the elephant ears and cotton candy are so addicting. Yes. Honestly, Cassidy, whenever I go to the Minnesota State Fair, we all call it the Great Minnesota Get Together because it's so amazing. Like, you have to go. Whenever I'm gonna be going to the fair, it's a day before, I just know, I'm like, it's not gonna be a healthy eating day. So I eat fried things, I eat cookies, I eat sandwiches, I eat popcorn, I eat chips. Like, it's not, I already decide way before I go to the Minnesota State Fair that I am not trying to eat for nutrition. the day that I go to the fair. It's just like, it's one day out of the year. I don't go every year. And when I do, it's like, I look forward to it, and there's just, to me, there's no point in trying to be super health conscious at the fair. Thank you, Aaron. Ibrahim Gaska, mine too, was also Cartoon Network for you. End of part 1, part 2 follows after the advertising, says yabba dabba do. William S. says yum. Thank you, Peggy Heke Oliveira Lopez. What day are you going this year? I have not decided. I don't even know for sure if I'm going to the Minnesota State Fair this year. It happens at the end of August and early September. I think it goes for like 10 days. It's crazy to think that it's already next month that it's coming. It's like, oh my gosh, what? We're back to the end of summer. Not now, but it's coming, guys. Alyssa, is it Pricer? Ergo Video Ace says, ooh, funnel cake. Oh my gosh, I have not had funnel cake in years, but I can taste like the crispiness, the smell of like the fried dough, the powdered sugar that they put over it. Oh my God, funnel cake is the most amazing thing. It's so bad, but it's so tasty. Your state fair sounds fun. I go to the Renaissance. Ooh, I have not been to the Ren Fest. It's sad, honestly. Definitely hasn't been since COVID, so that's 5 years. But even then, I don't even know. It could have been like I think maybe 2018 is the last time I went to the Renaissance Festival, which is sad. I mean, that's 7 years ago now. Snooty X, yeah, it's been a busy year. Like it feels like it's kind of gone fast, but also it's been, like, I'm really happy with everything that I've gotten to do this year so far. It's been busy, like a travel year, busy with YouTube. So far, the first half of 2025, I'm really, really happy with. I'm going to go see the farm animals. That is such a highlight of the Minnesota State Fair. Absolutely love it. Yes, Minnesota State Fair is definitely a place you can eat healthy. That's actually not true. There's places where you can eat really healthy. So there's a wonderful Middle Eastern restaurant at the State Fair, and you can get rice pilaf and grape leaves and fresh Mediterranean salad and tabbouleh. So you can actually eat healthy at the Minnesota State Fair. We've got Adrian, have you gone to the Bronx Zoo? I have not. Danielle is here. Hello, member Danielle. How are you? I'm gonna start migrating my stuff to the living room, because that's where I would love to hang out for the next hour or so. So BRB. All right, next, I'm gonna move my plate of food, I think. Saratoga, Pimpin' Out said hi. Yes, Dylan, I'm moving my setup to the living room because I'd like to just be able to sit and eat while I chat with all of you. So that means, I just need to move my ring light, my phone stand, all of it. So, what next? Probably my computer. Pierre is here. Oh my gosh, Pierre, hello. I haven't seen you in a while, Pierre. How are you? Chi, do you watch Real Housewives of the Potomac? I actually have never seen that season. No. Saratoga said hello. Daniela saying hi to Back to the Future. Hi, the Masked Man. Pierre says, guess what? I'm eating pasta. Nice. I'm gonna be eating veggie burgers very soon. Cassidy Johnson says, I love seeing all the vendors and seeing all the kids having so much fun at the fair. Me too. It's so, so sweet. All right. Again, BRB, moving camp. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to live by Weezer. Yes, Saratoga. BRB, guys. Okay, I think that's everything. So I'm going to grab you guys. ME Corn 2 is here. Truck driver, my zodiac sign is Virgo. So I'm born, my birthday is September 13th, mid-September. All right, here we go. So let's get you guys moved over here. And one sec. Move this down. Amazing. And then I just have to get my ring light set up because my lighting in my living room leaves a bit to be desired. Not gonna lie. Okay. A little bright, but oh well. Sweet, so I made it to my living room. Savior Ahiabli, whoa, put us down, Kirby. You came at a chaotic point in my live stream. That's funny. Oh, I forgot the one thing I should probably grab, which is my phone cord. BRB. 1 second. One second. All right, I'm back. All right, I know I missed a few comments, apologies. Adrian, yes, I've watched many episodes of Scooby-Doo. I absolutely love it. Also, guys, vote in the poll. I'm gonna close it in a minute. So try and guess my favorite show / franchise, whatever you wanna call it, of The Real Housewives. Snooty X Beautiful Living Room, thank you. I love my living room. Okay, gosh, I can't believe tomorrow's already Thursday. Like, you guys, what happened to this week? It just flew. Molly Jewel Farmer, Taika is here. I'm a Libra. I was born on October 10th. Nice. Nice. I like Libras. I feel like as a Virgo, again, this is all, you know, astrology, zodiac stuff, but I feel like I've tended to get along well with Libras. Abraham Goska says nachos. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this poll and let you all know what the answer is. Saratoga, okay, I'm just going back up and seeing who I missed. Veggie burger, yep. Win Weezer, yes, Saratoga. And Dylan Courier says, I'm eating candy, cookies, and Jack Links. Nice. Savior says, Win Hannah. Taika. Dylan Courier's a Leo. Nice. Well, then your birthday is coming up. I know Leo is like, is it mid or end of July into August, but I don't know the cutoff dates. I feel like I want to move this a little closer. Okay. I have seen Doctor Who, but it's a little weird for my taste. It's just a little too quirky for me. North Star is here. We got Wendy the Reaper. That's so funny. Nice. Hannah, how are you? I'm doing great, Kirby. Had a solid Wednesday. I just sauteed a large yellow onion and I put it all over some veggie burgers and some quinoa. So yeah, all this that you see on top is onion. Because I just found it in my pantry and I was like, that is gonna go bad pretty soon. I had it forever and I was like, oh, I didn't even remember buying this onion, and I hate throwing out food. So I decided I was just gonna saute it on a live stream. Okay, so trivia results, guys. Let me just turn down the volume. The second trivia question of the night, guess my favorite Real Housewives show / location, because there's Real Housewives all over the place. The top choice was Orange County, 28%. I think that was first though, so it's not Orange County. I do like Orange County though. And then, let's see, second place, Real Housewives of New York City. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is my favorite crew of Real Housewives. But I do like Atlanta and I do like Beverly Hills. Abraham, Scooby Dooby, Saratoga is a Leo. Ooh, Adrian has a Christmas Eve birthday. How do you feel about that? I know at least one person who has a Christmas, actually I think it might be Christmas Day. It's either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and I don't think she's the biggest fan of having her birthday. She has to share it with Christmas every year. William S., yes, I am going to eat all of this because I am so hungry. I didn't eat much today either. Grace Candy, of course I remember you. Welcome back. Good to see you. Also, I just have to point this out. So, I'm reluctant to turn my camera around because of copyright issues. Oh, I'm so tempted to. I think I'll do it. But, let's see. Yeah, I am going to turn this around. This is like Chad Michael Murray. For you children in the chat, like Gen Alphas and Gen Zs, you will not know who I'm talking about, but like this guy, like he, to me, it's called Sullivan's Crossing. He was like a tweeny teen, like cutie pie in the early 2000s, and I was like, wait, is that Chad Michael Murray? Because I think it is. Chad Michael Murray, Sullivan's Crossing. It is him. It's like this weird thing where you just forever will see a celebrity as one age, like one look. And then it's like a reminder of how much time has passed. And then you're like, oh my God, he looks like a dad. What? He's now, oh, this is so funny. I just came across an article by Googling this. The second coming of Chad Michael Murray. He is now, how dare I look? He's 43. Okay. I was thinking it might be like in his 50s, and I'm like, there's no way. Anyways, I digress. One Tree Hill, Gen Z, and we know. Oh, maybe. It's not Chris Hemsworth. It was Chad Michael Murray that I just showed you. Thank you, Grace. Hannah, I love you. I love that you're here, Grace. Thank you so much. What are you watching? I got it wrong. Okay, I missed a few. Truck driver, I'm a Gemini, so you're an earth sign. That's wonderful. I have to say, I've only had experiences with a few Gemini people, and I'm like, what is going on? Very hot and cold. Okay. Clemente Gonzalez, Grace Candy, Shermie, William S. gonna eat all of that. Beetlejuice. Jingle bells. Kirby, Beverly Hills, of course. Never the first. Yeah, it's not Beverly Hills, Kirby. Tricked you. It's New York City. I do really love just New York City, but also I like the cast of that show. My dog has a Christmas Eve birthday. Oh my God, Caleb Crow, that's so cute. Dylan Courier, what are you watching? I got it wrong. I'm going to be turning on A Discovery of Witches on Netflix, but the trivia was Real Housewives. Jungle Thriving, is your food cold? It's probably like lukewarm. The thing is, it's so funny how temperature of food, I see with some things you have to be careful about the temperature. My food, I mean, it's like all plants, like beans or veggies or grains. And so if it gets a little cold, I don't care. Like, I can still eat it. But I mean, I know a lot of people are really sensitive to the temperature of their food. Let's see. Selenites. Ooh, I have never experienced fainting spells. I'm sorry to hear that. Chad who, LOL, says Kirby. Funny. OMG, like Doja Cat's Bob, Adrian. Ooh, going to the Dominican Republic in 4 months. That's amazing. Grace says Chad. I know. Who doesn't love Chad Michael Murray? He was in Freaky Friday. He was the love interest. He was Lindsay Lohan's love interest in the Freaky Friday movie that came out. It's probably like 2003 at this point. Like, it's been a good 20 some years. Nilanian Empire is here. Summer Fisher, Larry King. Oof, who's the One Tree Hill dude? Is he One Tree Hill? Yes, I never watched One Tree Hill. So he was born in 1981, which he's like on the edge, I think, of Millennial and Gen X. Wow, he has 5 siblings. Dang. Okay. John Doe, Gemini. Okay. Mika said hi. Nilanian Empire. Larry King. Thank you so much, mods. Back to the Future looking at you. Jingle Bells Rock. Woohoo. Grace. Wow, we got several Geminis in here. Amazing. Hi, Zeke. And she says, but Minneapolis is the mini apple. Yes, true. We are the mini apple. Grace Candy, New York. Is it Gem Coco? Instagram? Yes. For those of you who want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is the same exact name as my YouTube channel. So if you search Hannah in Health, one word, on Instagram, you will find me. Same profile picture. Have you watched Weird Science? I have not. Beetlejuice. Paisley, happy birthday. Thank you, Mr. Kerfuffle. I wear these on every live stream. They're a tradition. Okay. Abraham Gaska, you're hot, then you're cold. You're yeah, then you're no. Sorry, had to. Oh, I see. It's that song. Katy Perry, Hot and Cold. Nice. Yeah, Gemini. It sounds cliche, but I've found it to be true that it's just like, what? It's like just one moment this, one moment that. Okay. Kirby says, yes, Gem Coco. Cyclone Freddy. Clemente Gonzalez. Ooh, my birthday is New Year's Eve. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I would feel about having a New Year's Eve birthday. I feel like it would always give you an excuse though to go out and just like party on your birthday, because it's like, it's New Year's Eve. Let's go have a good time, and it's my birthday. Red Zebra Bear. Let's see. What is your rising sign? I don't know what that is, William S. Thank you, Mr. Kerfuffle. I always think of Macaulay Culkin as a little boy. Yes, totally. I was looking at his wife's Instagram. So Macaulay Culkin is married to Brenda Song. Some of you would know her from Disney Channel, and was she in High School? No, I think she was in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on Disney Channel. But she is married to Macaulay Culkin, so I was looking at her Instagram, and just because like she like posts really cool stuff. And then like Macaulay Culkin was in a bunch of her photos, obviously, and I was like, I just can't like, he's a fully grown person. He's probably like 40 years old or something, but I just was like, all I see is the Home Alone kid. Like, I see you as a grown adult, but I just, your face is still making me think, oh my God, Home Alone kid. We love Chad, says Grace. Yes, I will always love Chad Michael Murray. He's such a fun throwback. Oh, he was on Gilmore Girls. I thought he might have been on there. I feel like he really was such a heartthrobby dude back in the early 2000s. Like, just love interest after love interest. Cinderella Story in 2004. Fruitvale Station. Man. Oh, such nostalgia. Okay. King Dizzle, hello. I got food with me, but I'm yapping, of course. The Wee Man 007, Adrian, what did you do on the 4th? We drove around and watched fireworks. I went to a parade. Check out my short. I did a short video on the parade that I love going to here in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Played cards, watched Independence Day, grilled burgers, vegan burgers. It was a lovely day. Honestly, I look back at the 4th last Friday and I'm like, damn, that was like a perfect 4th of July. Truth 2024 is a Sagittarius. So that means I think you're a December birthday, right? All right, Discovery of Witches. Here we go. Matt Bergman, hey, hello. How are you? Just got here. What kind of polls are we doing tonight? You missed 2. So I'm gonna try and think of another one I could ask you. So my first poll question, how about for everyone who's here, you can drop in your 2 answers for each of the polls that I just did, just in the last 2 hours. First poll was, guess my favorite Meryl Streep film. And the 4 options were Mamma Mia, Into the Woods, Kramer versus Kramer, and The Devil Wears Prada. So guess my favorite Meryl Streep film. And the second trivia question I did was guess my favorite Real Housewives franchise/show location. Is it Orange County, New York City, Beverly Hills, or Atlanta? So I'm not gonna retype them or repost them, but those are the 2 trivia questions that I asked so far on this live stream. Why did they rename Lake of the Isles? So Lake of the Isles, there's a bunch of lakes in Minneapolis and in Minnesota generally. So in Minneapolis, they didn't rename Lake of the Isles. They renamed Lake Calhoun. And I think it was, I'm personally not thrilled about like just removing names and statues of all these problematic people from history, but from what I understand is some people wanted to replace the name Calhoun because John C. Calhoun back in I think he was around in the 1700s, maybe the 1800s, not sure, one of those centuries. I want to say 1800s. He was a slaveholder. And he was actually like a staunchly like pro-slavery dude. So people are like, probably shouldn't name a lake. I mean, the thing is though, so much stuff. Anywhere you go, it's not just here in Minnesota. Like you're gonna come across Calhoun named things in his name. So I think it was like the social justice like outrage about like, oh, this is like a problematic person from history. We shouldn't be naming things after someone like that. So that is what drove the renaming. So now it's Bedemakaska, which means White Earth Lake, and I think it's in Dakota, like the name of the new name of the lake. Hi, Drago Liu. Good to see you. Chad was in Weird Science. Okay, that's why y'all are talking about Weird Science. Pardue 4040. I'm so sorry to hear that. Your fave tigers, man. I can relate to that. I have lost 2 family dogs and it's brutal. Like, it's just, yeah, you're mourning the death of a family member. There's 2 Hannah and Healths on Instagram. Is there really? Honestly, it's fine if there is. I'm like not super big on Instagram. I like having it as a secondary account that people can check out if they want. But yeah, I mean, Instagram is huge, so no surprise, really. Dylan Courier says, thank you for making me feel nostalgic. Caleb Crow, New Year's Eve birthday feels like ancient wisdom. Pardue 4040, Miguel Angeles, I'm jealous of your freckles. Mine are so dense, but yours are so aesthetic. I think dense freckles are cute too. Ice Cream says, win. Beetlejuice says, sorry, I got him mixed up with Anthony Michael Hall. Do I know Anthony Michael Hall? Michael Hall. Oh, interesting. Wait, whoa. Definitely different age bracket though. We've got Kirby. Yeah, all I see is Kevin. LOL. Gilmore Girls. He was on Gilmore Girls. Dang, I'm behind in this chat. Keith Dement. I've not heard of that book. SNL maybe is what you meant, Adrian. Hello, Guillermo Velasquez. I've not seen any of those movies or shows. Unknown, head over to my YouTube channel. I mean, you're here on my channel, but check out, I have 2 skincare product videos where I unbox my skincare products and show what they are and how I use them. So if you want to know what I use, there's 2 videos that you can check out. All right, A+, hello, Jungle Thriving. So Minnesota is called the land of 10,000 lakes, not just 1,000, but 10,000. Tony is here. Hello, I'm late. Also, happy Wednesday night. Have a great night. See you in the next live and chat. Thank you, Tony. See you on Friday. Ari Zabalaga is here. Yasmin Elena, hello, Fly G. I am vegan. Slim Buns, I'm 31 years old. Thank you, Back to the Future, for the reminder. Yes, no rude comments or inappropriate comments. Dylan Courier answered both in the poll. I'll give hints, one from the apple, the other wear pretty shoes. Nanotech Coffee. I don't know if you're asking about this coffee, but I am drinking coffee. Yabba Dabba Doo says, damn, got answers wrong the second time around. Oh no, Calaveras is here. Ooh, I do love the Breakfast Club. Yes. Khaleesi Oliver is here. Your Russian girl said hello. This is decaf coffee, so I do not drink strong caffeinated coffee anywhere close to bedtime. Otherwise, I'll be up all night. What's the maintenance like on sweet eyebrows like that? I don't have maintenance. No, I brush them in case they get, like, when I wake up, they're usually like pushed out of place a little bit. I'll just brush them to get them neat, and then I'll use like a little brow pencil to just tap in some of the sparse areas. Let's see, Raptor Ranger. Casty, that's a great point. You won't offend Hannah by giving her sister's channel credit. Yeah, my sister's channel is awesome. Sadie Belrose, thank you. Randy said hi. Kirby, a great soccer player who made MLS history. Hannah, can you guess who? Knowing you, Kirby, it's probably Messi. Raptor Ranger, I'm just chatting with everybody here. I kind of want to pull my phone stand a little closer, start eating. Sadie loves the earrings. Thank you so much, Sadie. That coffee went cold. It did. I am vegan since I was born, says Zubin Vias. DF Coffee's like drinking, cooking wine. Charlie is here. Stone Papa Smurf. Woohoo! Tell us about, oh my gosh, Raw. Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins. Oh my gosh, my I'm so jealous. Oh my goodness. Okay, Stone Papa Smurf. OMG, so jealous. Oh, my boy Seth. Yes. So great. Such a maniac. Just like absolutely ridiculous. Did he do one of his evil like ah ha 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 like cackle at the sky shtick? It's so good. Ryan Redwine, hello. Gamer Kid, thank you so much for the sub, Gamer Kid. Ooh, and you got an affogato after. Dude, what a way to start the night. Or not the night, to start the week. Oh my gosh, that is like, that's like a real, like in my universe, like that would be such a win for a day. Going to WWE anything, Monday Night Raw, and then seeing Seth Rollins as the main event and getting an affogato afterward. I'm curious, what type of ice cream did you get scooped into your affogato drink? All of that is such a yes. Aaron is here. Cool, Genuine Phil. Dang, I missed the poll answer. So drop your guesses in if you wish. So as a reminder, I'll say it again. First trivia question of the night. Guess my favorite Meryl Streep movie. It is either Into the Woods, The Devil Wears Prada, Mamma Mia, or Kramer versus Kramer. Again, favorite Meryl Streep movie, and the options were Kramer versus Kramer, Mamma Mia, Into the Woods, or The Devil Wears Prada. The second trivia question that I closed a little bit ago, I think, yeah, it's closed, it's gone, was, I'm blanking. Oh, my favorite Real Housewives franchise. Is it Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of New York City, or Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? So, see if you can get it right. Either of them right. Do you remember the Boogeyman from WWE? I don't. Minnehaha Falls tomorrow. What's going on in Minnehaha Falls tomorrow? It's almost my bedtime, says Adrian. Seth Rollins and Messi, what a day. Right. Let's see. We've got, I missed some comments up here. Shoot. Raptor Ranger, does this ever get exhausting? You seem to be at 100% the whole time. Like, goodness. Honestly, I love live streaming so much, Raptor Ranger, that I don't really get tired. And actually, I struggle to cut myself off at the end of the night. I have been talking about doing a 24-hour live stream, maybe for my 10K subscriber special sometime soon, because I love doing live streams so much. All right. I got it right, Kirby. It's messy. Woohoo! Thank you, Ramesh Kumar. All right. Let's see. Raptor Ranger RX, don't know what that is. Be like burr, then crashes and burns because it's outputting like 1,000 something. Ooh, Jungle Thriving liked the cordyceps recipe. I'm glad you liked it. That was really fun and menacing to make because I love The Last of Us, but not gonna lie, it was pretty creepy making something with cordyceps. I was like, I'm triggered from the show. All right. Dylan Courier. Ken is wonderful. Please remember to subscribe and like. Thank you, Dylan. So appreciate it. All right. Rich with the Cristiano emojis. Kirby with the disappointed face. Hello, Ole Miss Patriot. How are you? Jesse Rollins. Are you related to Seth Rollins? Maria is here. How are you, Maria? Sports for Life said, hey, what are you eating? No, I'm not eating pasta. I'm eating some veggie burgers with a bunch of sauteed onions, some quinoa, and some curry tofu. So happy to eat, guys. Dylan Courier says 24 hours. Wow, let us know. Yeah. I would have to plan for it properly. Get a ton of sleep, have food, have different activities planned. But yeah. Yeah. I really do want to, like, I want to do a 24-hour live stream. That was Stay Focused Thomas Sherlock, who asked if what I was eating. Pasta, question mark. Any gamers here that like drinking a big cup of orange juice while you game? Lovely. Can't relate to that. All right, Back to the Future is heading out. Gonna say goodnight. Have to be up at 7:45 a.m. Totally understand that. Go get some sleep. And thank you for being such a wonderful mod, Back to the Future. Great having you here as always. Jungle Thriving. I was the same. Oh my gosh. When I got the shipment of cordyceps mushrooms, I unwrapped them, I undid the box, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are so like scary to look at and just even have in my home, let alone just eating them because of that show. I was like, well, I'm gonna eat them. Nick said hi. I don't know what Kid Danger is, Adrian. Excuse me. I see, let's see. Sports for Life is sensory sensory something. Sensory sources or, yeah, Sports for Life. I know what you're talking about. Sensory Story, right? Kirby, do you know what patty pan squash is? Never heard of that. Shirley said hi. Can you make homemade ice cream? I don't have an ice cream machine. That's the only problem. All right, grab some of this. All right. I have no idea what patty pan squash is, what it is, Kirby. Jim is here. Hello, Jim. Leah Nicole. This was a gift from my uncle. It says Stay Wild, Minnesota. At the bottom, Minnesota. And he got it from a gift shop and restaurant called the Rustic Inn up north past Duluth, Minnesota, on the road up to Canada along Lake Superior. All right, we got Layla Trinidad. Thank you so much, Layla. Hello, I was here since you started cooking. You've been here like all night. Hi, softball and volleyball lover. Hello, Juan Sterling, Snooty X, Magic Mushrooms. Your fave, Rainwing. I'm eating a bunch of stuff. I'm eating veggie burgers, a ton of sauteed onion, and some quinoa with curry tofu. This is why it's so hard to eat and chat, because I don't want to be talking with my mouth full. I am is here. Thank you. Hi, James. Kevin Johnson. I get Sade and Doja Cat the most for celebrity lookalikes. Michael Brogans. Whoa. Michael Brogans, I got put on timeout. All right. Let's see, Cassidy. Have a great night, Back to the Future. See you Friday night. Yes. I think we will. When was the last time you went out into nature? Probably in the last week. All right. Ooh. Ice cream is boiling. Ice cream, the username. That sounded, I was like, wait, what? Ice cream, the user, is boiling chicken dumplings with peas and mushrooms. That sounds super delicious. Let's see. Were they religious channels? I don't know. You must be commenting on something I said earlier, but I'm not sure. Adrian asked, have you ever watched Jeepers Creepers? I like Jeepers Creepers. It's not super scary. I love horror movies. I watch almost all the horror movies out there. It's like a good, like, spooky movie, but I don't consider it, like, actually terrifying. DJ David is here. Just hanging out on my couch. I was on my feet cooking a bit in my kitchen for the first couple of hours of this live stream. And now I'm just hanging out, eating my dinner. Eating veggie burgers, guys. Jim Bob, go on is here. Wishy, Miss Eagle. Kaden Mendez is here. The Miss Eagle comment got me because I still have my American flag right here. So in case people are wondering where I'm from, they can just look at that. Dylan Courier, I got put in timeout for once saying I didn't like Superman and I love Catwoman. Oh, must have been a mistake then. Kirby with the eagle. Wow, we got all these eagles. Nice. Don't know, Helelo. Who's your favorite celebrity? Doja got cake for real. Oh boy. Clemente Gonzalez, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Got a reply. Thank you so much, Clemente. Jungle Thriving says USA, USA, USA. Yeah, USA is my favorite country. I love it so much. I'm very happy I was born here. Hannah is going to surprise us with new earrings when you, ooh, I like that idea. Let's see. We got, who else? Emmy is here. Thank you, Emmy. Let me do new earrings for 10K. All right. Rob Banks is here. Skywalkin' McKitten 6, cherries caught my eye when I was passing also. They're a tradition at this point. So, I mean, I love them myself. I also think it's like a good thing for people to remember me by if they are just stopping by for the first time and then they're scrolling again and they're like, oh, it's that girl who wears Jingle Bell earrings. Or cherry earrings is another thing. You look like an eagle. Thank you, Emmy. Brandon Bishop, Ikimon is here. Thank you. Ramesh Kumar, thank you. Preston Edwards is here. Autocorrect is, I feel like it's more of a nuisance than it should be these days. We've got, favorite song is The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. All right. Thank you, Marian Edie. Welcome back. I remember you. Win Clemente, yes. Baby Panda, I would never eat eagle, no interest. Snooty X, great day to be alive, indeed. Every day is a gift, because none of us knows how many days we get. Sumala, don't know what that is. Hello, never heard of that horror movie. Taking over the nervousness, says Skywalking McKitten. Clemente Gonzalez. Country. Baby Panda says, let's get her to 10K. Yeah, you guys, we are on our way. On our way to 10K. It's actually, I had said, I think maybe last month, I was like 10K by Labor Day, 10K by Labor Day. And it's still like not even mid-July. And yeah, we're getting close. It's really exciting. Ice Cream says, win. Ramesh Kumar says, Indian Flames like you. Let's see, Marion. Hi, love your freckles. You seem so genuine, down to earth. We definitely could be BFFs. What are you eating? No worries. I get that people want to know what I'm eating. So I'm eating veggie burgers. They're mostly made out of mushrooms and quinoa and black beans and I think kale or spinach. And then I'm also eating sauteed onions and curry tofu scramble with quinoa. So it's just a plate full of plant food. Michael Grimes. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. We got David. Dogs are amazing. Don't argue with me. I can't argue with you on that score. I love dogs. Ooh, did you see a dairy against, I don't know what you're talking about, Adrian. Hi, Alexander Badia Cubero. Ooh, lots more comments. Diffie prayers and blessings. Good to see you. How are you? Dylan Courier is asking, how long have I been on? I've been on for 2.5 hours. I've been on for 156 minutes, which translates to 2 hours and 36 minutes. Peter Bonace from Sweden. Hello. Ice Cream says, do you like working from home or going to the office more? Definitely working from home. I personally find it's just like I do both. Like I go into the office and I work from home. I personally find working in an office, it just feels so outdated. It's like cubicles, and I'm just like, I get why people need to go to work if they need to go to work for their job. Like if you're a service provider, if you're a healthcare person, if you're an engineer, like obviously you gotta work. But for me, it's just like offices, in my experience, I've been in the workforce for almost a decade now. I just have consistently found them to be just really depressing, not the most comfortable. Like it's not a relaxing environment. Also, I don't like working around a lot of people. I find that going into an office with other people around is really loud, really distracting. I don't get nearly as much stuff done because I end up just chit-chatting, or I'm like overhearing people's meetings, their conversations. I just find it really irritating, honestly. I prefer to do my work alone because it's like otherwise I'm just gonna chat, yap, not be as productive. So I'm not a fan of working at the office, but I have a hybrid job. So I do work sometimes in the office and sometimes at home, and that's the way it is. So I do both settings. All right. Ice Cream, we got another Ice Cream in here. Hello. Baby Panda is heading out. Thank you, Ice Cream. You also have freckles. That one Essa girl is back. Good to see you, that one Essa girl. Let's see. Marian ED, I'm vegan, so I don't eat any animal products. Obaidullah Ryan is here. Yes, take care of yourself, says Skywalking McKitten. Why is The Sound of Silence your favorite song? Songs I like remind me of certain times in my life. That one is not attached to any memory that I have in my life. I think it's purely the like philosophical, like the ruminating on like people and the world. Like I love them. I love like Oddly enough, I feel like I'm an upbeat person, but I really love like gloomy and darker music set in a minor key, along with the lyrics and like the vocals. I love that song. So it is my favorite. Okay, Musafir. I don't eat beef because I'm vegan. I don't eat any animal products. Garrett Club, hello, doing well. Hope is here. Melissa from Australia is here. Hello, Melissa from Australia. Clemente Gonzalez, Hannah, even though this is a kid's movie, I loved it. The Never-Ending Story. The Never-Ending Story gave me like the heebie-jeebies as a kid. I don't know why, but it spooked me out as a kid. It just gave me all the bad vibes. Again, don't know why. J.R. Phillips is here from Montreal, Canada. Hello, J.R. Phillips. Wishy, I'm in the United States. Musafir, Poet is here. Dylan Courier, working from home is the future. Technology is going 75% of the jobs to disappear. Yeah, I personally don't appreciate like having to work in environments that are not necessary for you to do the job. I saw this 10 out of 10 post from some executive business dude on LinkedIn. And he said, it was basically, he was making a post on LinkedIn about his support for working from home, from anywhere. And he says, if I hire you, all I need from you is to get the job done. I don't care if you are at your house or at the North Pole. Like, as long as you get your job done by the time it's due, I don't care where you do your work. And that's like my mentality with any job, is like, if you can do your job from your comfy couch, from a library, from the top of a skyscraper, from a park, from a cafe, from a safari cruise, like, do you really need to force employees to sit in an office or to sit in a location together for 8+ hours a day? I personally am like, no. But again, it's like not my call, but those are my own like feelings about it. Marion says no animal products for me either. Skyfix, having a great night, just hanging out on here chatting with people and eating dinner. She's vegan, yes, correct. All right. Okay. Musafir, jungle thriving. The words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. Yes. Love it. Noah James. Cool. Big Jake is here. Stone Papa Smurf, I get what you mean about the Never-Ending Story having weird vibes. The witches freak me out. Yeah. It was like my kid instinct was like, don't watch this. Like, just bad vibes. Okay. Let's see. People should enable dark mode before sharing screen. Noah James, I deer hunt off my 6 acres, no waste, and what we don't eat, we give to friends and family or turn it into jerky. Nice. I love that. Waste not, want not. And sharing is caring. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Job application is here. That's so funny. John Doe says, right. Oh, drama. Okay. Ramesh Kumar, Ole Miss Patriot, my sorority sisters and I made handmade homemade ice cream while watching one of your lives. Ooh, I love that. How fun. Gosh, the last time I made homemade ice cream had to be when I was like in grade school, at home with my mom and my sister probably. I remember it was in the summer and it was just wonderful. Are you watching Love Island? No, I'm watching A Discovery of Witches and it's a very stressful scene. Ooh. It has to do with like supernatural creatures, like demons, witches, and vampires. Ooh, and there was just a vampire doing its thing. And wow, I did not pick a good point at which to tee up this show, because it's like a very unappetizing scene. Ugh. Ooh. Hello, Pedro Lucas. Kirby, what did the squirrel do today? Thank you, Marion. I guess I would say I'm pretty spiritual, I guess. Same to you, and thank you. All the squirrel emojis, I love it. You probably won't like legend then. I don't know what legend is. Dylan. Jungle thriving, microwave that plate, honey. You know your food tastes better warm. Actually, I don't mind cooled off food. Cassidy Johnson. Cassidy with the squirrel emojis. Yes, OG squirrels. All right, DTA said hi. Still eating these tasty veggie burgers. All right. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted here by this show. Oh my god. I feel like I've seen a version of this Kirby with the squirrel insanity. And the squirrel ran in the middle of traffic, jumped off of a tire while moving, and ran back in the woods unharmed. They're such little psychos. And I can't decide what it is about them I love the most. They're really funny, really entertaining, really cute. They always make me laugh. Like just looking at them, like they make me just like smile or laugh because they're such goofy animals. So yeah, I can picture how that would have gone down, Kirby. I think I would have been like, no. I can, like, the number of times, you guys, in my life, I have no idea how many, just being on the road driving or being a passenger and seeing a squirrel. It's like you see it looking to run across the street and you're like, don't do it, don't do it. And then sure enough, it bolts into the middle of the street and then it like freezes and looks. And then, you know, the poor driver is trying to just figure out how to get around it and not squish it. But then, and then usually, there have been a few times where a squirrel ran into the road and then I was like, oh, we definitely hit that. Like that was a goner. And then I look back like in my rearview mirror and then sure enough, I see it running back into the woods or into the whatever, the grass. And I'm like, how in the world did that squirrel survive what just happened? It doesn't seem possible. Let's see. We got squirrel win. Squirrel did parkour. That is so true. Oh my god, I love that. I was crying laughing. I would have been crying laughing too after like Kirby. I would have been having a panic attack watching it go down, in like watching the squirrel run into the road. But then once I knew it was safe, I would be like laughing so hard. I like vegan pizza with cashew sauce. Ooh, and tahini bread. Ice cream, that sounds delicious. Thank you, DTA. Ramesh Kumar, thank you so much. We're at 150 likes now. Thank you, everybody. Woohoo! Joe Ski says, I'm older than you and I really wish I had your stamina. You still look fresh like you just started the stream. Okay. I feel like, one, I have good lighting, so that always helps. I mean, if it was like like darker. It's just lighting helps you look more alive anyways. So I have lighting. 2, I got really good sleep last night. I got like 9 hours of sleep. So I'm like feeling amazing. And 3, what was number 3? I'm a night owl. So I'm like dead to the world when I wake up. It's like slowly booting up like the brain. And then by the time I hit 6 p.m., I'm like full speed, full energy, all the way. Like naturally my bedtime is somewhere between like 2 and 4 in the morning. Like if I wasn't a daytime worker, if I didn't have a 9 to 5, but I get like all my work done, all my energy, all my social events, all my workouts, everything happens in the PM hours. So I thrive at this time. I would not look or sound or be like this if this was a morning live stream. Early bird rich, yep. Okay, I missed a few comments, but I was responding to Joe's comment. All right. Cassidy, squirrels are so smart. Also, how they prepare for winter is amazing. Yes, Cassidy, I remember learning like not slightly, but like for a short period studying squirrels in a biology. It was like a wildlife biology class. Like we looked at different animals and whatever. And the instructor, what was it, ecology? I think it was an ecology biology class. And he was talking about intelligence with squirrels, where they have to bury their stash of nuts, or I don't know if they bury fruit berries. I don't know what all they put into the ground, but then they have to remember where it is when the snow melts, and like just have the memory of like, yep, it was at this location, but have a sense of where it was once the snow is gone. Yeah, all to say, I was like, yes, I love learning that squirrels are intelligent. I think I already knew that, but they just come across as such little psychos. Maybe they don't seem as smart to some people. Ooh, I gotta be awake at 1:30 in the morning? Wait, why? Gianna Forever, what are you doing at 1:30 in the morning? Like, are you saying you have to wake up at 1:30? Jar Jar does not like squirrels. KT94, the infectious joy never stops. I just absolutely love YouTube Live, so it's impossible to be in a bad mood on a live stream for me. 4:30 a.m. for me, Gianna, says Rich. Cassidy, they prepare for winter by stealing my chicken feed and peas. Oh no, I mean, they are pests. To some, they are pests. To me, like, there's nothing that I grow or have that squirrels would ruin. So to me, they've never been a pest. But if I'm a gardener, or if I have like flower pots and stuff, then yeah, I probably maybe wouldn't like them as much. John Doe, win chat. Yes, this has been a lovely chat. DTA says you're welcome. Kirby says early bird rich. I know, I don't understand. I will never understand. And I will always, forever, I will be in awe of people who rise at those hours, in the 4 o'clock hour, the 5 o'clock hour, to start the day. And I'm like, no. Ice cream, vegan food generally involves a lot of chewing. Javier Jimenez said hi. John Doe subfam, tune in. Baby Saja, thank you. Javier Jimenez, Squirrel Ball. We got Kirby, Joski, nah, still look fine, even in the dark, LOL. Gotta head out, but have an awesome night. Thank you, Joe. Great seeing you, as always. All right, Christine Stimpson, try baking tofu and onion. I've done similar stuff, Christine. Like I don't know if I've done those all together. Tofu, onion, olive oil, and garlic. Thank you, Ramesh Kumar. My favorite singer of all time is Christina Aguilera. Randy Michael eating veggie burgers with some other goodies. Kirby, I have the same problem with my red squirrels. Steal those peas, says Rich. Yeah, but I let them do it. I'm the problem, says Kirby. They're just so cute. You gotta make sure they're fed. Contagious YouTube. Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Surviving must be hard for squirrels. John Doe says, must have some natural greater sense of awareness, LOL squirrels. On the contrary, hello. We have Dragon. Have you heard our Earth's rotation is going faster today and some days in this month also means that days will be shorter. Interesting. I did not hear that, but sounds, I don't know. I'm neutral on that. Mine lives free, all exclusive. Cassidy, love it. Rob Banks is here. Jackson is here. Win Clemente, yes. Eraser Maddie is here. Amazing. Where should I put this coffee? Right there? Looks a little wobbly. I'm nervous. Okay, yes. XX, your fave brunette is here. Hello. Rich with the squirrel and Cristiano member emojis. Oh, some of my favorite things in this world, in this life. Hello again, Grace. Baby Saja, saw you. Maybe it's Baby Saya. Dylan Courier, I'm glad you enjoy listening. I love these live streams so very much. They're so fun. Keep on staying up late. I don't know. It's already 11. I just looked up at my clock, my phone clock, and I'm like, dang it. Baby Panda is back. Welcome back. Yes, 2 months till the anniversary. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Because the anniversary is going to be on September 10th this year. My 5-year YouTube anniversary, my 5th birthday on YouTube is gonna be on September 10th, you guys. And then my 32nd birthday is gonna be on September 13th. So that's like 2 birthdays that I have, birthdays / anniversaries that I have. Randy Michael wants me to stay up late. Gianna Forever, 10K, the Hannah way. I love that. Baby Saja. I'm gonna go with Saja. Doing good. Raymond Cruz. I've been eating for hours. I'm a slow eater on here. Jim says it's 5 in the morning in Northern Ireland, so you are 6 hours ahead of me. It's 11 o'clock. It's now 11:02 p.m. where I am here in the middle of the United States. Grace Candy, any of my Aussies here. Baby Panda, we've only gotten 11 more likes. Come on, everybody. We're at 151, which is a fantastic number. 2 Cents TV is here. Kirby says, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oh, interesting. I didn't know this. Yabba dabba doo. I love red squirrels. I think they're so cute and really, because here it's like 99% of the squirrels I've seen are like ordinary brown squirrels. I've seen a handful of albino squirrels in my life and a handful of red squirrels. And that's interesting that red squirrels are fully protected animals. Do you know if they're endangered or something? Esber Bozarilan is here. Grace, yes, Grace, I'm seeing all your comments, all your messages. Rich says, oi, 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 yes. Apparently that's an Aussie thing. I did not know this until my sister commented on one of my videos where I made, actually, If you guys want to go see an Aussie recipe that I've featured on my channel, I did I think it was vegan and gluten-free Anzac biscuits. Probably over a year ago now. I think it was sometime last summer that I made the Anzac biscuit video. Really fun, but I think my sister commented on either that long form video or maybe a short video of the same stuff. And she wrote, "Oi, oi, oi, I love this stuff." Gianna Forever, it's 6:03 in the morning where I am. Gianna, really? Wait, so you're over in Europe somewhere, I'm guessing. For some reason I thought you were in the United States. Really? Grace Candy says squirrels. Wait, Gianna, I'm so curious now. I could have sworn you were in the United States, but hold on. Because I remember you said that your daughter, it was the way that you talked about your daughter's graduation, where it was like, go Wizards. Like, my daughter just graduated from high school. Once a wizard, always a wizard. Oh, you're on vacation, okay. Because I was like Europeans would not talk about high school like that. They wouldn't be like, school mascot is the Wizards. Like, it's just very different vibe over there. Okay. Gotcha. I was like, wait, I was so sure Gianna Forever is a US based American user. Okay. But you're in Amsterdam on vacation. Sweet. Tanya Heart Stuff is here. Baby Panda says, thank you, everyone. Anzac biscuits, I wish I had a whole sleeve of Anzac biscuits right now. I'm telling you guys, this is what I mean. After I eat dinner, I just want to reach for like a candy bar, a cupcake, a slice of cake, something that's like a big, lovely dessert item, but I don't want that to be a habit. I don't want to just be eating sugar, eating not healthy food just as a habit. I want to be eating, like, if I'm going to eat something sweet, I want to be very intentional about it, not just like an afterthought default, if that makes sense. 10K the way I see you, 10K the Hannah way I see you, Gianna. Yes, I loved that. 10K the Hannah way. And maybe and I love that. Thank you so much, Rich. So fun. All right, we got Abdul Ali, they're vegan as well. Oh, Anzac biscuits? Yes. At least I made mine vegan. Dylan Courier 1003, I saw a black squirrel. Ooh, yes, yes. I've seen, boy, I mean, maybe 3 in my life. I remember seeing at least one black squirrel when I was out in Connecticut. And I was like, what is that? That is not like any squirrel I've seen back in Minnesota. I love the variety of color you can get with squirrels. Ooh, Sliding Edges here, WR332. Great to see you as well. How are you? FYI, did you know Sinners is now on HBO Max? Tragically, I don't have HBO Max. But I do want to see that movie at some point. I will see that movie at some point because I've heard so many good things about Sinners. But I did not know that it's on HBO Max. Spencer Montgomery made it. Good to see you, Spencer. John Doe win for Rich. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Rich, for the super chats. Grace is saying, Hannah, you should come to Australia, please. I will make it to Australia at some point. Trust me. I hope that I get to live a very long life. I'm like, I would say the main reason why I try to be so intentional about my health and what I eat is because I want to live a very long life, but basically be mentally sharp and physically mobile right up until the day I die. And I want to live to be 120, just like old grandma, like scooting around in old age. So I'm really trying to like still have fun, like eat crap food, eat donuts, you know, drink wine and champagne and like have the fun, but like most of the time, like 80-90% of the time, just eat the boring healthy food so that I will live a long life. So I don't have any immediate plans, to get back to your comment. I don't have any immediate plans to get to Australia. It's a really long journey starting from here in the United States. But I eventually, like, I just know I will eventually make it there, because it just seems like such a wonderful place to go. Everything about it I find to be very charming and picturesque. Bruno Lobo, thank you so much. Green Day on top, says Grace. Love it. Yes, the gray squirrels are pushing the reds out. No, yabba dabba doo. That makes me so sad. Oh no, I see why they're protected. It makes me glad then that the government is protecting them. Benjamin said hi. Are red squirrels the one with the pointy ears? That's what I picture, Kirby. Like the second I hear the words red squirrel, I immediately picture the ones that have like the little, it's like a bonus little like puff of like fur coming off of the tips of their ears, which makes them look like, to me, even more like loony and psychotic, but also super cute. So that's how I think I've seen photos of red squirrels with that extra point of fur coming off of the tip of their ear, but I don't know if all red squirrels are like that. Okay, yeah, but you said yes. Jungle Thriving, I've never actually made my own injera. I've always gone to an East African, Ethiopian market or restaurant and just purchased like several rounds of the large injera pieces, but I guess it's notoriously hard to make. My mom tried and she's a very good cook and baker, and she tried and failed. She was like asking all the Ethiopian ladies she knew. My mom is not Ethiopian herself, but my dad is, and of course like she would be around all these Ethiopians from time to time, and she would ask all the ladies who they do the cooking in Ethiopian culture, and she's like, so what's the measurement, like how long? And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you wait until it looks right, or you wait until it's nice and crispy around the edges. And she's like, but how long? Like how long do I wait? How much of the teff do I use? How much water? How high should the heat be on my griddle? Like, hearing from my mom, injera is the struggle. So I have yet to do it on my own. All right, Super SpongeBob. Hello, Super SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Jungle Thriving says, I was going to recommend Ethiopian food because you're vegan, but I came across your Ethiopian Orthodox Christmas video. Yes, I am 50% Ethiopian. I have been eating Ethiopian food since I was a baby. Like, I've been eating it forever. And let me tell you, when I decided to go vegan at age 18, this was 13 years ago now, I was so happy, because certainly there were going to be some things like McDonald's cheeseburgers and fish fillets and other things that I was not going to eat anymore because they're very clearly not vegan. But so much Ethiopian food is naturally prepared vegan, just the traditional recipe is vegan. So I remember I was like, oh my God, I'm still gonna be able to eat all this food that I grew up eating because it's so vegetarian and vegan friendly, similar to Indian cuisine, Thai cuisine, Mexican cuisine. Like, the veggie options are on point. So yes, Ethiopian food is actually, there's an Ethiopian restaurant here in Minneapolis called, instead of Ethiopian, it's Ethio-Vegan, and their whole thing, their whole franchise is Ethiopian vegan dishes only. Adrian, does Jeepers Creepers? Don't understand. Honey Badger is here. Elijah Smith, hello. 20 years ago now, 20 years later, and stayed home. Okay. Nasib Jafar from Africa. Mindful Nomad. Kirby says, yeah, they look like little red squirrel devils. Yes, I agree. They look so mischievous and just wild with that extra little tuft of pointy fur sticking off the ear. I wonder why, like from an evolutionary standpoint, why those red squirrels evolved to have that extra point of fur sticking off the tip of their ear. Let's see. We got Jam here, your fave, Evie, Abdul Ali, Star Dolphin, Goku eating chicken nuggets with a side of milk right now. Hi, David James. Goku, you're eating an American elementary meal, LOL. Yes. Ice Cream says traditions cannot be carried with merely recipe books. You need some patriarchy in the mix, LMAO. True. Yes. Honestly, it doesn't bother me that women traditionally cook the food in Ethiopia. Dylan Courier, is there a church in the moon on your shirt? Oh, no. So this is just, it might be the moon as a backdrop, or it might just be like a contrast with the evergreen trees. But this is just, it might be the moon with some evergreen trees, which you would definitely see up north in Minnesota, which is where my uncle bought this shirt. Tanzanian food, I think I've had it like once or twice, Nasib. It's a 7.5 hour flight straight. It says Gianna Forever. Do you mean like from Amsterdam back to the United States? I don't think I saw a previous comment. Hello, DJ Fly. Good to see you. This food is so cold, but it just doesn't bother me. From New York City to Amsterdam, yeah. That's similar whenever I've flown over to Germany. It's usually somewhere around 8 hours. All right. Hello, Meldrick Harris. Good to see you. The AL from Boston show. I'm eating what's left of my dinner plate. I've got mushroom burgers, and then some tofu, some quinoa, and some sauteed onions. We've got Rich with Dexter, Lil Tofu, and the zombie emojis. Nolly Lindsay. This is just how I look. Rich is saying 8.84K, slow and steady tonight. Yes. Some nights it's just like a massive, like Monday night, oh my god, this week, the number of viewers at any given time was like all night, it was between like maybe 55 and 105. Like it just, there was a high volume of people the whole night. I remember actually on Monday night's live stream, it was like, it's always painful to close a live stream. It's especially painful to end a live stream when there's tons and tons of people watching, because it's just, I want to keep chatting with everybody. And I remember, sorry, getting distracted. On Monday, when I had to click end live stream, there were 82 people watching, and I was like, this is so sad. I just want to stay on here and chat with everybody. Victor, she's always eating. Not every single live stream, but a lot of the live streams I am eating. Monday was nutso. I know. Sorry, the AL from Boston, I missed your comment here. Have you ever eaten boiled mashed yuca from Kerala? Nope. I have had yuca though. Like I've had it not mashed, but like fried yuca, almost like French fries. I really love it. Moreko Molapi is here. Kirby with Dexter's lab emojis. And Jackson Johannes said hi. Suit Monkey said hi. Okay. Ashley, oh my gosh, Ashley! Oh, Ashley! Oh my gosh, we're all thinking about you as you get closer and closer to your triplets arriving. How are you, Ashley? Oh my goodness, it's currently for me, it's July 9th, gonna be July 10th shortly. You are like less than a week away, right? If I'm remembering. What about a DD emote? Honestly, I kind of found DD irritating, Kirby. I related with Dexter. I was like, she is actually so freaking annoying. So I don't think I could do Dexter dirty like that. Gotta keep Dexter. Jackson, Johannes, I had a great day. I work a 9-to-5 job. It was just like, it's one of those days where you're busy. It's like a pleasant, positive, but normal, unremarkable work day. Like it was a Wednesday, started work at 9, worked till 5, got several tasks done that I needed to, no stress, pleasant interactions over phone and email with my manager, with my colleagues. It just was like a solid, like probably like a 7 out of 10 day, I would say. Like nothing like amazing, 10 out of 10, but really love my job, love my coworkers, love my project. Beautiful weather here too in Minneapolis. It was 70s and 80s at peak like heat, sunny skies and light breeze. So yeah, just like a solid Wednesday. How about you, Jackson Johannes? Yabba says, nowadays I spend more time in the airport terminal going through the security and documentation than actually flying. Really? Why? Like, why is it so beefed up? Ashley's doing well. She was the oblivious annoying. I know, Kirby. Oof. Those characters or even those people in real life that like they're just like they're going through life in their own lane and in their own bubble, and they seem to be just unaware of the chaos that they're causing, like the destruction and the not destruction, but that's a bit dramatic, but it's just like they're disrupting and derailing people's plans and things because they're just so oblivious. And that's another pet peeve of mine is people who are not aware, like they're not aware of the surroundings, they're not courteous to other people. I'm like, dude, look around. What are you doing? Like, pay attention. Jackson Johannes says, yep. Dylan Courier, Dee Dee was fun in some way. Yes, I didn't completely hate Dee Dee. She just irritated me. Kirby, a John Deere leaked hydraulic fluid today. Grass ruined on, oh no, on the 15th hole. Oh no, Rich. Oh. So what happens when there's a leak like that, or when there's some kind of damage or thing they need to fix at a hole on the course? What do they do? Yes, yeah, but I would do with the Ashley hearts. I know. Oh my gosh, she's getting so close. Brian is here. Jackson Johannes says, wow, nice. Kirby, Johnny Deere. Brian, thank you. Jackson, it was a nice day in North Dakota. Heck yeah. I'm here in Minnesota. I don't know if you can see that. But we're neighbors. I actually have never been to North Dakota. I've been to South Dakota. I have an aunt that lives out there and maybe some cousins too. Yeah, but I've never been to North Dakota. So let me write that down. Jackson, Johannes. There's a few North Dakota people I've had in here. I have a Minnesota list, and I have a few North Dakota people, several Canadians, and Aussies. Nobody is here. I'm trying to see what is that a firework emoji? No, it's like a nighttime skyline emoji. Hi, nobody. What are you talking about? Warren Battles? Brian, I am not. I don't know what you heard that maybe sounded like it. Ardor Amor. My top two, that's what I meant to say. My top two celebrity look-alike comments that I get on YouTube live streams specifically, are Sade, the singer, and Doja Cat. A lone spider is here and waving. Hello. Probably Resad looks awful. No. Rich, is that something that you, like, do you repair, like, the holes, or is that right? Like, the fifth hole, I don't know, the course. Do you repair the course whenever there's, like, damage or weather knocks something over? Like grounds. Are you, like, grounds crew, groundskeeper? Barry is here. Hello, Barry. ASDF says, you seem courteous. Not everyone is attuned to the energy of people around them, or worse, they just... True. Yes. ASDF, I love what you said at the end there. I'm, like, more ready to forgive someone who is genuinely, like, oblivious, and they say they were, like, talking loudly and they didn't realize that they were disrupting someone. It's the people who just choose to act that way. They know better, but they don't care about other people. Those people I cannot stand, because it's just like, wow, okay, like, you seem, sometimes it's hard to tell, but it's the people who just very flippantly are like, I don't care that there's 15 people in line. I'm gonna go to the front and ask to be let in, and they can all wait outside because I take priority here. Those people, I'm just like, one, sociopath. Like, what are you doing? And two, it's just like the basic, I feel like there's just part of me, I think it's the way my parents taught me, and I think most people are taught this way or just have the common sense to know better, where it's like just common courtesy. If you're in a restaurant, if you're in a library, if you're somewhere communal, if you're in a coffee shop, like, don't be loud. I've watched, like, people, like, listening to videos on social media in a cafe where there are people clearly trying to get their work done on a laptop, reading books. And I'm just, it blows me away, like, just how rude some people can be in public spaces. Kirby says, roll that sod out. Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate it. Ardor is from Seattle. Jordan Kreutz is here. Rich says, wish I could show the pic. Yikes, bright yellow grass. No. I don't know anything about groundskeeping or repairing, fixing grass or anything that's had, I don't know if you said it's petrol or gas, whatever was poured onto it. It leaked oil. I think you said it leaked oil. Like, how extensive do you have to go to fix this? Like, do you have to just, like, do you rip out the grass, but then also, like, if it seeps into the soil underneath, it makes me think, like it could still be there if you try to replant or reseed it. Brian, Taylor Swift look-alike? Definitely not. Autumn B27 loves the Christmas earrings. Thank you. I wear them on every live stream. Plus you have a person +5 in Texas, says Ashley. You would be the perfect Sade for Halloween. Maybe I should be Sade for Halloween, except I know what she looks like, but I don't know what costume. I guess if I held a microphone and the thing is I just don't know, like what is something I could wear that people would identify as Sade. Randy Michael, I'm still up, I know. I feel like I just told you guys that it was 11 o'clock p.m. and now it's 11:30. Oh, this is so frustrating. Dylan Courier says, I can't wait for South Park's new season. Just remember, if you want to eat at Costa Bonita, must have reservations. That must be some South Park reference. I don't understand because I don't watch South Park. Jordan Croyt said hi. A group of us, yes. Sod rolls be heavy. Whew. I mean, it seems like it would be very scenic and beautiful, like to work there, but I feel like that, like the heavy lifting, literally, would maybe not be as fun. I don't know, I could be wrong though. Sports jersey concepts. Favorite food of all time is Ethiopian food. I'm half Ethiopian. My dad immigrated here to the United States in the 80s. Raven Art said hi. Artist Dudley. Alone. Jungle Thriving. Common sense and common courtesy aren't as common as you would assume. I believe that most people are common sense and courteous people. I think what happens is the people that stick out to us the most, like that we remember, are always the ones who are behaving differently, or they're the ones that are sticking out because of their rude behavior, while like the 90% of people that are courteous are like quietly seething at them and can't stand them. So I actually, yes, there's obviously lots of problematic people out there, don't follow social norms, aren't courteous, whatever. But I actually I do think common sense is the majority. It's just like the minority of fools and rude people that aren't common sensed and courteous that I just feel like it's easy to notice them more than it is to notice everyone else who's just quietly going about their life being courteous. Robert Quick said hi. Kirby, Bermuda grass rich. I wouldn't know what you're talking about. Types of grass. The squad says give me a bite. Randy Michael, I'm still eating. Courtesy classes can help. True. Beamer Boy is here. Good to see you, Beamer Boy. Bent grass 007 Kirby. All right. Yabba Dabba Doo, Flying Example. Inverness to London, 1.5 hour, but check-in, you have to be there 2 hours before for no stress paperwork. Interesting. That does seem like a bit much, flying out of not such, like Inverness, I mean, London is a huge airport, but out of Inverness as your starting point doesn't seem like it should be that complicated. Beamer Boy, hello. She has a couple iconic outfits. Okay, Sade for Halloween costume potential. We got, you should be Foxy Brown. So sorry, yes, about the people in Texas, I'm not following the news anymore. However, I am on social media, so of course, like, it is inescapable seeing the images coming out of Texas, and I'm just like, this just is so catastrophic. It was like watching the wildfires go down in Los Angeles at the beginning of the year, where I'm like, how is this happening? So I'm feeling the same way now about the people in Texas. Christiana Nelson said hi. Barry says, wear what she wore in the Cherish the Day or Smooth Operator. Probably Smooth Operator. That one I know. I don't know her music, and I don't really know her much, but I do know Smooth Operator. I've heard that song. I actually got introduced to Smooth Operator because people had it as the music background for YouTube Shorts and TikToks. J.R. Phillips, yes, I am up late. I'm so awake right now. Like, if I were to lay down and try to sleep, I would not fall asleep right away because I'm just so, like, wanting to chat with all of you. Julian Ruiz is here. Ooh, rich. Ugh. God, that's so icky. I've seen people watching adult movies in cafes. Yeah. Yeah, that is gross. Ugh. It's like, okay, if you want to watch that stuff in the privacy of your home, that's fine. I'm just like, live and let live. That is my philosophy. But man, like in public where people are trying to work, there might be I think about that too. Like if you're watching something that is very mature and you're in a place where like kids could walk past you and see what you're watching, I'm like, that is just insane. Like, just wild to me. Kansim, Joe Mari is here. Foolish the Crow. Skylar Stewart, Trey Hodges, Rankin. We have Dustin Pruitt, User, Dylan Courier. It's a real restaurant in Denver, Colorado. That creator put one episode of South Park and it was foreclosure. Oh, that's so cool. Bin Sultan is here. Noodle565 is here. We've got Sade by Your Side is a vibe. Give it a listen. I will. I need to listen to some of her music because she's been coming up so much on my live streams. Hi, Crack to the Future. Your earrings. Thank you, Bin Sultan. We've got Gavin Sarti, Ardor. Sade Kiss of Life is my favorite. Okay. Yeah, it'd be like asking me if I know about, let's see, like what's some artist I would not know anything about. Like Kelly, what's her face from Destiny's Child. Or, I'm struggling here, clearly. But, yeah. There's just some artists, like, you know about them because they're so wildly successful, but you just don't know any of their music. Cassidy, John Doe says, always interesting. Cassidy says, also a pet peeve of mine is people with terrible table manners. Yes! Chewing with mouth open and gulping hits my nerves in the worst way. Ooh, Cassidy, yes. Oh my God, bad table manners, just like, I think it's the chewing and talking with your mouth open is so, and then it's like the loud chewing where you can hear like the, ooh. And I'm sure I'm guilty of this from time to time if I'm just like snacking and chatting, like on here for sure when I'm eating and trying to talk to you and read your comments. But it's like, ooh, yeah, bad table manners drive me crazy. Pray for everyone in Texas. Yes. Hannah doing 12-hour stream. Cool, genuine Phil. I've been on here now for over 3 hours. 24 hours, honestly, like, not gonna lie, that's a long time. Because it's like 3 hours. I could keep going for a few more, but I could see myself getting to like the 12-hour mark and being like, okay, I'm halfway through. That's a lot. Thank you, Francium HD. Yabba dabba do, Crack to the Future. Okay, read your comment. Yabba dabba do. I always hold a door open. Yes, I like holding the door open for people. Some people will say, I feel like there's been this crusade against like chivalrous, courteous gestures by men. I cannot stand this crusade because I think it's very kind, courteous, whatever. So having the door held open for me, I'm like, thank you, kind sir. I appreciate it so much. I freaking love that stuff. It's classy, it's old-fashioned, there's no harm in it whatsoever. It's just the culture of like, let's become outraged over every last thing. Ugh, it's just like, no. I love that. I love having doors held. I mean, that makes me sound like quite a diva. I also like holding doors open for people that are coming in behind me, either into a restaurant, cafe, whatever. It's the young ladies who hold the door open for an old man. Oh my gosh. Dustin Pruitt. I mean, I think it goes both ways. Yabba dabba do. Like, I'm not gonna demand to have doors held open for me and then just not reciprocate. but I do think it's very sweet when people do it. Thank you, Dustin Pruitt. That one kid is here. Greenleaf Music said hi. Benson Boone says Francium HD. Shanti says Dylan Courier. Kelly Rowland, thank you, Randy. Yes. Casty, yes, that's so obnoxious, says Rich. My awesome, wonderful friends. Hi, Coffee, you made it. You made it in this is now the 4th hour of this live stream. Yes, everyone's so happy. And I'm drinking my decaf coffee too, so this is perfect coffee. Okay. Let's see. Yabba Dabba Doo says hi. Coffee. Jungle Thriving. I think it's polite to hold a door for a stranger, and if I'm a date, I'm opening the door for you. I mean, let's be real. If it's a date, I mean, I think whoever the two people are on this date, the common sense approach to a date should be like, you're trying to present the best of yourself. You're trying to be on your best behavior. Like, don't be fake, but like, I can't dream of being on a date and like just refusing to hold the door open or just letting it slam in their face. Just, it's silly. Like, no, you just common courtesy. And especially I think there's like some circumstances where it's like you really are trying to like put your best foot forward and be like the best version of yourself. Okay, C. Jones, hello. Kyron Triplets, Dylan Courier, I hold open doors. Yes. I think most people do. Like, I think if you just followed your average person around and observed how they behave and go in and out of places, I think most people, if they saw someone coming in behind them, they wouldn't just let the door shut behind them. They would like open it and then like hold it like open for the person coming in. All right. Cool, Genuine Phil, drink more coffee so that you can last 8 more hours of the live stream. This is decaf, so this is not keeping me up tonight. Okay. Always hold the doors open. Yes, Rich. Yes. It's just like, I don't care who it is, who I'm holding the door open for, who's holding it open for me. Just be a good human, be a courteous and sensitive to your surroundings human, and just, it's so easy too. It's like, it takes no effort. Oscar Vasquez, it's so good to see you. I'm doing great. I've been on here for a long time. I'm just hanging out, chatting with all of you, watching some stuff, watching a show called what is it? A Discovery of Witches. And it's it's bewitching. It's very supernatural. I obviously, from the title, I assumed, well, I knew it had witches in it, like similar to Harry Potter, like wizards, witches, but there's also demons and vampires, so different supernatural creatures. All right, yeah, if you spam, you're gone for good, because we don't want spammers in here. Barry, I hold the door open for women without a smile or even acknowledging them, and say you're welcome in a monotone. I'm an asshole for not a complete asshole. I mean, I think that's fine. If you're holding the door open, I think that's nice. Sorry, this show is stressing me out. Alone, don't know who that is. Oscar Vasquez, yes, I am watching A Discovery of Witches on Netflix. I recently discovered, because I got a text message from T-Mobile, and my phone carrier is T-Mobile. I got a message where it's like, don't forget to activate your free Netflix account with your phone plan. And I was like, wait, what? And I was suspicious. I was like, is this going to be like a reduced rate Netflix where I'm still paying a good chunk of money every month? And I have it for free. So I did decide to start A Discovery of Witches, which is on Netflix. Aroporus is here, you made it. Hello. Oh, random meals and snacks. I've been eating this for 2 hours, so yes, it is cold. Coffee, my phone service provider is T-Mobile. Yeah, I do like T-Mobile. I've had nothing but wonderful experience with T-Mobile, especially abroad. I had coverage everywhere I went. Germany, Morocco, Azerbaijan, Eastern Europe. Never failed me. Cassidy says, it was an okay day, but definitely excited for the weekend. Aren't we all? There's honestly like a thrill that I get when it's Thursday night because I'm like, psh, all I gotta do is get through one more day of work tomorrow. Even if it's a crazy Friday, it's just one day. And then my weekend is here. So I actually start getting like the weekend, not jitters, but like weekend like excitement on Thursday night. Aroporus wants a gifted membership. I think they're random. So you can never, there's like not a guarantee that you can get one if someone else is gifting them, unfortunately. Oscar says, that's what's up. Hope you enjoy it. Yes. If you're talking about the show, I am loving this show. What really drew me to this show was the cast. I recognize there's a guy from Game of Thrones. There's a guy from Downton Abbey, 2 of my all-time favorite shows. A few other ones I know I've seen elsewhere. So yeah, the acting is great. I love like supernatural, spooky stuff. So, and it's based on books. I haven't read the books, unfortunately. I just decided I would hop right into this and watch it. But I would like to get around to the book sometime. Young Goat, you haven't escaped the Matrix yet. Dylan Courier, if you want Hannah to read something or have questions, don't repeat over and over again, rewrite it. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, or I'm just catching up. I think whenever I've been behind on the chat, people are like, I need to keep spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming. And it's like, I'll get to your comment. Don't worry. Sorry. Everyone hates Henny. I'm eating tofu, sauteed onions, quinoa, and veggie burgers. Let's see. Coffee is asking, how is Rachel and TT the cat doing? They're doing great. Busy. And also Rachie is a sewist. Go and check out her YouTube channel. She's been busy learning how to sew. Aroporus, I'm watching A Discovery of Witches. It's about witches. And it's super interesting. Barry says, if you had to choose between getting bit by a werewolf or a vampire, which one would you choose? I would choose, oh, that's tough. I think I would do vampire. I'm a night person anyways, and I feel like traditionally vampires are night creatures. They're nocturnal. That's me. The eating, I mean, the eating component, or like basically what you eat for nourishment as both a werewolf and vampire, is not pretty. I don't think there's such thing as a vegan vampire. Maybe I could try to be the first vegan vampire, but that seems kind of silly. But of the two, oh, that would be tough. But I think vampire suits me more. Because in this show, for example, I mean, there's a million takes on vampires and werewolves, but here's the thing. I think as a werewolf, I would be stressed out because I like the evening hours, but obviously you have to be tracking when the full moon is gonna happen. And I like the full moon. I don't really track the moon cycles, but it's like I would hate having to basically dread that part of the month where it's just like, oh God, I'm gonna go nuts. But maybe that would be, I don't know. I'm going back and forth now because I don't know if werewolves live forever, and I think vampires do. And I don't think I would want to live forever. I'm not gonna talk about how I would prefer to die. Meldrick Harris, Grace is back. Chad Ables is here. Werewolf 100%. I can't give up garlic. Oh, true. Yeah, werewolf, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I decided on vampire, but actually, I don't think I would want to live forever. I definitely would not want to suck blood like a vampire. No thanks. Werewolves, actually, I feel like if I just meticulously tracked, beware of, like, don't go out during the full moon. If I could just, like, sequester myself, even, like, lock myself in a cage or a room and just, like, basically go into hibernation during the full moon day or two, actually, I think that would be better than being a vampire. Nocturnal, almost 190 likes. That's crazy. There aren't any vegan werewolves either. I think there was werewolves. Yeah. Twilight would disagree. Steve is here. Oh my gosh, Bearded Aussie, hello. With the Gordon and Catalina Crunch emojis. Good to see you. Wolf Howl says wolf. Jungle Thriving. Cora said hi. They have lunar calendars that tell the moon phase. Aesthetic Angel. Daywalker. What happens during full moon? According to lore, that's when werewolves, I think it's like transform into the wolf, and then I don't know if like every other day and night you're good to go. Like if it's just look out, basically if you just have to be careful that one night or that one day where it's gonna be the full moon. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ender is here. Meldrick Harris says, or hybrid. Oofda. Let's see. Vegan vampires eat blood oranges. I love that. Many cultures consume raw blood. Yeah, not for me personally, not me. I wouldn't mind living forever as a vampire. I think I would be very haunted. It's like people who you befriend, like humans that you befriend. That's actually a thing that comes up in this show I'm watching, is this vampire character loves she's a witch, but she's not going to be living forever. And it's just kind of like, eventually I will outgrow you. It reminds me of like in Lord of the Rings, when Viggo Mortensen's character, I forget his name, and Liv Tyler's character, she's an elf and he is a human. And it's just like, one will live forever and then one is gonna grow old and die. I think living forever actually would be very, very sad. You would have friends and then you're just staying the same age or the same appearance, and then eventually you're having friends like cycle through like life cycles. Ender Jedi Assassin is back. I remember you, Jedi Assassin 420. Hello. Abd Islam. Hannah, I have a question. Should I quit YouTube? It's up to you. I won't tell you what to do. I don't really like telling people what to do. Don Mar, this is about movies. I'm not talking about in real life. Hi, James Joseph. Yeah, Yabba Dabba Doo. That's a great point. It's like the whole thing about vampires is they feast on blood, and that is like, I don't want any part of that at all. I was thinking more the living forever. There's usually speed involved, like they can run fast, sometimes they can fly. Nocturnal, like those things fit me. But yeah, the blood thing, nope, no interest whatsoever. So yeah, werewolf it is then if I had to choose. Hi, James Joseph, Charles Parker. James Joseph, I am eating the last of my dinner, which is mushroom veggie burgers, quinoa, tofu, and something else. I forgot. Abraham Gaska, I want to be an elf. The desolation of smog. It's not my name, by the way. Just a random Google account I made years ago. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what else to call you. Not gonna be an elf. I'm good. I'm happy being a human. Thoughts about sustainable fisheries, renewable and wild animal resources? I'm all about renewable, sustainable stuff. I'm rooting for the earth to survive because we've not been treating it the best. Don't know what that is, Grace. Lucas is here. Oh my god, you guys, it's almost midnight for me. Woo! I'm just losing track of the time at this point. Drama in this show, pulling me in. All right. I gotta get to the rest of these comments and get to bed, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rhonda Rose is here. Same here, LOL. Melder Karras, LOL. Adrian going to sleep. I should be following your lead. Lucas, Carl Richards, thank you. Barry says, they say if you choose vampire, you prefer to be charismatically seduced. If you chose werewolf, it means you like to be completely dominated. I don't know why, that's what I heard. Okay. I don't think those factored into my choice. Dylan Courier would be willing to try plastic growth food. Probably not. I avoid plastic like the plague. Hello, Zio. 1 a.m. here. Oh no, Rich, no. I was like, is that Hannah still on live? Yep, common sense. I'm still on here. I love being on here so much, you guys. It makes me so, it's just like, I don't want to end the lives. I just want to be on here chatting with you more. Don't know what that means, Abraham. Lucas, gonna stay up because I don't know. Excuse me. Renewable energy. What are the benefits? Less pollution in the atmosphere and the environment. Sienna Renteria, good night then. Abraham, Rhonda, Lil Raspberry Edit, Stragoliubus here, Philly First. Don't think Bigfoot is a thing. Nitrois, Stellan Courier, I thought you wanted to go to bed at 12:30. I mean, I could still go to bed at 12:30. It's 11:58 my time. I'm honestly just not tired. I'm wide awake right now. Nick, I'm doing great this Wednesday evening, soon to be Thursday morning. Araparis, when are you going to stream again? I will put a reminder in the chat so you guys know. What would your ark look like if you were to build one? I have no clue. Probably just like the OG Noah's Ark. Okay. Let's see. Ricardo, Aroporus. I do try my best to answer everybody. Vin 1988. Abraham for President says coffee. Grace says, stay up, we love you. Andrea, carry on. I love your cherry earrings. Thank you. I'm glad you do. Okay, let me put the reminder here in the chat. I'm drinking water, Aroporos. Reminder to everyone. My next live stream is this Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. So I'll see you all in 2 days from now. Common Sense, thank you, Hannah, as always. It's so good to see you. Yes, Common Sense, and thank you, Grace. I wish I could stay on longer, honestly. I have easily another hour in me. I could be on here way longer, but it's a work night, and I do have a meeting first thing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So come on back Friday night. I see Cassidy saying goodnight to everyone. Yes, see you on Friday night. Friday night algorithm win. Can't wait. Aroporus set my calendar. Amazing. Thank you, John Doe. I appreciate you. Vin 1988. Aaron Pruitt says by Laverne. Grace, Zio, Aaron. Amazing. Spruzelberries, oh my gosh, hello! Has turned you into a real night owl. I've always been a night owl since I was a child. I easily stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, even later. So I have forever been a night owl. And I live for the night work hours, but I work a 9-to-5 job, so I also gotta get some sleep. Anyways, oh, 8.85K at the last second. I love that update. Thank you so much. Ava Grace, Coffee, Abraham, book lovers. Oh, you just made it just in the last few seconds, book lovers. All right, Zoe. Okay. I'm gonna head out, everybody. This was really, really fun. People gave super chats. Rich, you gave 2 at least that I remember super chats. Gianna Forever gave 1. And there was another one, and I'm just blanking because it was hours ago at this point. But thank you, everybody, for watching, commenting, subscribing, the super chats, all of it. So nice. Yes. And book lovers, you made it at the end. If you want to chat with me some more and you're just getting here, I will be going live 2 days from now, this Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Time here in the United States. So I'll be back on soon. I hate closing this out. Yabba dabba do, it's morning for you, of course. I know, it's very sad cutting this all off, but I have a job, guys. I gotta look after my full-time job because that is the primary income source. I think you all can understand that. So I'll see you all on Friday, 8 p.m. Central. Come on back so we can chat some more. Bye.